I'm here now though, ready to get on with it, crack on. Um, do you ever try? Do you ever try to use?
That's one for the blooper reel.
Do you ever try to use your? Do you ever like log into your phone with your fingerprint? Log in, is that a boomer term? Do you ever try to log in to your? That hairspray's magic, it is, isn't it? Brilliant. Takes me back to my teenage years. Used to have my hair all spiked up. Had a bit of spam back then as well. I remember ripping up pictures of me for secondary school because I didn't like my forehead. How about that? Back to mouthwash in this bin. Guys, do you ever try to log into your phone using your fingerprint and it doesn't work? And you're like, imagine, like, that's how you discovered that you weren't, like, you. Like, you're, like, replaced by, like, an android, but the consciousness has been, like, put into the android, so you think you're you, but you're not you. Or something like that. I use Face ID, can relate. Don't do that, Hazy, because if you're going to do a terror attack, the police can just hold the phone up to your face and log in and switch the bomb off. That's a sketch that I never got into writing or making. Just picturing it, I've said it before on the stream before, picturing some sort of sketch where there's a terrorist and they're ready to use their smartphone to detonate a bomb or something, or that's how they would switch the phone, the bomb off, the timer off, and the police are trying to like get into the phone by holding the terrorist's phone up to their face, you know, like that, to try and fucking log in, but the terrorist trying to look like themselves, it's gone like that. You know, doing lots of funny faces to try and look like themselves. I think that would be a brilliant sketch. I think it'd be I think it'd be really good if it was done in a really fucking serious way. I think that'd be fucking brilliant. Like imagine you're watching something like Homeland, you know, where the ginger one and Harvey, what do you may call it? 24 or Homeland, something like that, and you know they're like that. The fucking, you know, the police are like that, holding the face up like that. And it's not meant to be funny. Oh, I'd fucking love that. Ginger, Supernan, Melend, Waltons, Chrissy, Bingo, and Kush King thinks the subs. Waltons just says blam, but doesn't request one. Welcome Black. May I request an all wet, no dry large hall reverb blam at the time of your convenience today, please? Yeah, there you go. Now, should open that window. Getting a wee bit hot in here. La 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 la. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, let's just begin our day. Okay. Uzbekistan at South Korea. Easy. North Korea. China. Russia. Oh, you want to do it like that? You really want to do this? Afghanistan. Alright. Wordle. Ghost. Place. That there is Sri Lanka. To the east. That there I'm going to do something silly. I'm going to do Thailand. That's a wee bit silly. Northeast of Thailand. By that much. Just type Japan just to get your bearings, that's all. Right. Right. So it's halfway between Thailand and Japan. It's not Taiwan. Taiwan. Alatik Terror. Sorry, thanks for subs. Thank you very much. I'll check that hairline out. Launch, thanks to sub. Thank you very much. So that's fucking loud. Sounds like Bow Wow Wow, whatever the fuck they're called. I'm just going to skip anyway. Ah, fuck it. I was about to say Go Wild in the Country. Right. Horrible sounding fucking song. He's. Je ne sais pas pourquoi. You will not believe this. You will not fucking believe this. But I was actually going to call the stream that this morning. I was thinking about what to do, and I was like, what have I called it? I've called the stream Please, right? I was thinking about like one word things because I called it Joviality yesterday. And I thought, oh, one word like Pet Shop Boys album titles. I thought, please, actually. And I thought, no, maybe do like a lyric for something. I just said Requiem, which is one of my wee videos, one of my wee kind of sketch things. And I thought about Requiem, the London Boys song. I thought, I could do a song lyric. I thought, what else? And Turn It Into Love popped into my mind by Kylie Minogue. Je ne sais pas pourquoi popped into my head. So how about that? How about that? Hope he's not done Wordle today. They're on strike at the New York Times. Oh. Ace, thanks a sub. Got a real job that actually matters now. So no more limited mornings. Oh no. Stacey, thanks a sub. Scab, I'm on strike. There. Feels too bassy or whatever to be Back in Black. Don't even know if that got to number one, but no, it's too. He's a lover. Aye. So easy. Actually, see, I was looking at clips on my channel yesterday and looking at me getting what was the song, the Madonna song yesterday? Getting into the groove, and I was listening to it through my phone speaker. And I don't know if any of you are actually watching my fucking stream just via your phone speaker, but listening to it that way, it sounds a lot harder. It sounds a lot more amazing that I actually managed to get it, because it just sounds like that. It just sounds like just nothing, because it could be anything. But if you've got the earphones in, you hear the fucking bass, you hear all the wee sounds, it makes it easier. But I'm being modest. It still is an amazing ability. Throw out your black plastic spatula. It's probably leaching chemicals into your cooking oil. Leaching. To leach is to take. To leach. A leech sucks blood to leach. It's like leaking. Well, they fucked it up, so I don't believe them. It's probably leaching chemicals into your cooking oil. No? How do we know we're not living in a computer simulation? Here's what Gen Z climate activists are prioritising this coming year. I am the infamous non-responder in a group chat. Does that make me a bad friend? How to be a more charismatic person, according to science. How overconfidence can sabotage your career and your company. So that's why you need noise to fall asleep. Right. Right, let's get into this fucking game then. Vermicious, thanks to sub. Thank you very much for a few pence. Grenaissance, thanks to sub. I'm not permabanned for Overwatch, it's just that it's kind of shite. I did go back on it a few months ago. Just annoyed me. It just felt fucking pointless, especially these stupid robot pushing the fucking thing, game mode thing, game type. Just fucking boring. And Tommy, good feather, Steezy, thanks for subs. It's always just best to fucking troll. It really is. I'm excited for ad-free viewing. Yes. How are you today? I'll tell you what I got up to yesterday after the stream. I'm not finished Joker 2 yet, no. Continue, and then I'll just pause it. I had to fuck off yesterday. Hopefully, I have to start from the beginning. The door handle. Oh, the door handles arrived, and I put them on the door, and an internal door, and they were fine. No problems at all. Last night I went out for a wee walk, and I had this. Went out for a walk last night, and so I went for a walk in the dark, a wee walk, and I was having a kind of no mini breakdown thing, but I like to every now and again, I have a feeling of, oh, what am I doing and what should I be doing and all that. Just kind of like, um, I think about things. Have you ever done scream therapy? I don't need to. No, don't need to do that. Um, and I was having a walk, and I was thinking, what was I thinking again? I was listening to music, and I did a kind of YouTube music radio thing. So like you pick a song and then you do a radio from that, like in Spotify. And what was the song? It was Grand Piano by the Mixmasters or something. Same guy that did like Black Box, Ride on Time, and a few of the other ones. And it took me back to my teenage years in a way. Certain songs like that, and it reminded me of Millport. It reminded me of being a teenager and hearing that sort of music coming through the garrison, the amusements, kind of shows, but and walking about. I remembered summer and the kind of clothes I was wearing, and just like my sketch, summer just seemed to be like fucking 8 weeks of sunshine, and getting up to things and meeting people, and then new people would come down, and you're all talking like teenagers. Everything's all kind of new. It was reminding me of all that. Everything was all new, and you're all meeting up and chatting about things. Did you hear this? Did you hear that? Did you know this? And you're talking about things like you're for Glasgow, you're for like south side of Glasgow, that one's for Maryhill, that one's for Paisley, that one's for Greenock, Gourock, and or actually Millport, all other places, and you're just fucking talking about all sorts of things and having a drink and just kicking about during the day, and then at night getting a drink. I was thinking about it all. I was thinking about that newness, and everything was new. And then I remind myself, remember though, run about that time you were, you fucking slashed your wrist, and run about then I was cutting myself up and all that. No, all the time. But I was generally fucking alright. I was thinking about that freshness and newness, and things were new, and things remained kind of fucking new feeling for about another 10 years, mid-20s or something. And what was I thinking to myself? I was thinking, fucking hell. I was walking thinking about it. I was thinking, how do I get that fucking feeling again? How do I get that feeling? Right, how do you get the feeling of new experiences on the same fucking level as that? I don't mean by going to some fucking S&M fucking sex dungeon somewhere and fucking injecting what they called fucking speedballs or something, coke and fucking heroin and all that. How'd I get it in the way that I did back then? I thought, you can't, no, like that. I thought, because I really like new feelings, like anybody. I really like, I like anybody. I'm prone to fucking boredom, and I like doing nothing. I like doing this, right? I like just streaming and watching the telly and going for a walk. If I did like another 20 years of this, sitting here doing that, going on holiday, going for a walk, going to restaurants, having something nice to eat, just sort of fucking about, would I look back at it and go, God, what a waste of a life? Or at least, what a waste of the last 20 years? I'd be like, no. What else were you going to do? Did you really want to go to, I want to go to see the sort of, the Aztec, what do you may call it? Or I want to go and see or, no. It would have been nice to have met more people. No. So I'm quite content in that way. I don't think about, wouldn't it have been good if you could have done this, could have done that? Like, if I'm imagining me thinking back. No, I've not got any kind of big feelings like that. So I'm quite happy and relaxed. But I still have wee feelings now and again. Like if I get that nostalgic feeling, Millport or something, and I remember, it's not so much the people that were there and the or want to meet those people again, or be at that fucking geographic fucking location again. It was that feeling of things being like meeting people, and everything was kind of surprising, and you didn't really know what was coming next, not in a fucking scary way, in a good way. And so how'd you get that again? And as I was walking, I thought, I was going for a walk. I thought, I'm going to go to this pub. It's a kind of pub restaurant. It's not a chain one. It's kind of like Weatherspoons, but it isn't. And I thought, and I like it because it's so fucking mundane. The menus are all well designed and all that. They probably got about fucking 20, 50 of these restaurants up down the country or something. And I went in there and I sat down and I just had a tea, right? But before I got there, I'd already sort of worked it out, kinda. I was thinking to myself, how did I get that? How did I get that feeling? I was thinking, right, you embark on a personal project of meeting people, and I don't mean you meet up with somebody and you say to them, by the way, did you know that you're part of my project to meet more people? Thank you for ticking the box. I mean, I thought, should you go out and meet people and that's it? You chat with people and you meet up with people? No. I thought, no. Why not? Why not? Because I don't... it's not that I dislike people. I find most people to be boring. I was like going through a list of things, right? I was thinking, go to places like, say, new museums or galleries or fucking some shit like that, or concerts or something. There's always how that experience you had with Cabaret in New York. That was really, really good. I can go to lots of other things. You could go to anything and it's just all right. You could go down the front row of some highly rated fucking show and you're like, that was good. That was good. That was all right. I quite liked that. Like that. But no, I want something fucking... See, that way that I felt with Cabaret, I really liked that whole thing. I'm looking for that fucking feeling again. And it'll come, right? But I was going through a wee list. I was thinking, right, so you'd have to go to more things and get the kind of experiences if you just want to do that, some sort of passive sitting there watching a show type of thing, right? And I was thinking, right, that's that. That's going to be few and far between that. New music. You used to be really excited about new music, or even music that's new to you, but it's actually kind of old. You've sort of seen and fucking heard everything, the films on the... Watch some more films and programmes. I'm really enjoying Lost just now, right? Did that. It's never going to be like this thing that you're chasing, your teenage years. I was thinking, right, people, meet up with people. And I was thinking, no, because people are a pain in the arse. They're boring. I don't know what they want. I kind of don't trust them. Um, I don't really want to know everything about them. I would never tell them everything about me. Like, um, I've kind of come to the realization that uh, other than people that I knew for before I got in the telly, like a couple of pals that I've got, and maybe one or two other people who themselves are maybe they've been on the telly or something like that. I don't trust any cunt. I don't mean in a right bad way. It's not about trust. It's not like I'm looking for people to trust. That'll get me back to how I felt in my teenage years. But I'm no interested. Like, imagine somebody that I know online or somebody that I sort of meet through something who recognises me, who knows me, and then would decide to, I don't know, imagine I go to something, right, and there's somebody there. Oh, how's it going? I'm at I, and what's it? Oh, well, I do this and I do that. And imagine I become pal with them. I would never fucking trust them. If I like just met some new person, new people, I would never trust them. What I mean by that, I don't mean I think they're being deceptive. I don't mean something about them I don't trust. I don't mean that kind of no trusting. I mean like see like Donny, who I met up with recently, who's real, right? I knew him for before I was on I knew him for back. We worked together, and it was before the telly stuff and all the rest of it, right? Um, he's told me things. I've told him things. We know stuff about each other. We can say things to each other that I wouldn't say to fucking any cunt else, bar maybe one other pal. I wouldn't say to any cunt. Like, you can speak absolutely fucking freely, and we've both got a certain sense of humour and things like that, right? That I wouldn't fucking trust with any new person, for example. Um, uh, Can't be asked too tired says, you know who's trustworthy? Therapists. Oh, right, right. Is that what I'm looking for? Sounds like it. Really? Go speak to your MP. It's therapy. We're not your therapists. What? The fuck is wrong with you people? It's like some sort of futuristic. It's like some sort of fucking dystopian fucking future where if you sort of chat away and you think about your thoughts and you think about yourself and you go, well, I wonder why I'm thinking that. I wonder why I'm thinking and feeling that way. And you have a wee think to yourself. People go like that. He's just one guy. No, somebody else said it as well. We're not your therapist, or maybe they were just joking. No, I think there's people like that. I've seen people say that kind of thing before. And but it is. I think for some people, they. I definitely think there's therapy can be good for people and all that sort of thing, right? I'm not criticising fucking therapy or anything like that. I don't think I'm above therapy or anything like that. But some of that kind of way of thinking makes me think of some sort of dystopian, futuristic thing where if you express that you're having a wee think about things and looking at yourself and you're wondering why you're missing a thing and you're itching to do something, make something, or you're wondering to yourself like, who am I? What do I want? And you go through a wee kind of phase of boredom or restlessness and all that. Then away you go to fucking therapy, or you don't really. I don't know if you should be thinking about this sort of stuff by yourself. A therapist can really help with this. Would you mind if I just sort of think these things on a walk to the pub? Is that all right? Would you mind if I just have a bit of a think? That's not what I meant at all. What is it you did mean then? Can't be asked too tired. Founder badge. Just about to lose it. Just who? Can't be asked too tired. Who's got a founder badge and just about to lose it? You only got that badge because other people who weren't actual first founders got deleted. No, what do you mean? I'll just quickly deal with this matter, everybody, and then move on with the game. Well, I mean, and then I'll obviously talk about my thoughts. Founder, more like flounder, says John. Go on, mod. Fucking nice one. Maybe it would help to offer new perspectives. Why is therapy such an insult to you? It's no insulting. If somebody was to say, have you considered therapy? I've got no bother at all having dealt with mental health problems that I've had before, by going to the doctor, and didn't go to a therapist or counsellor or anything like that, but antidepressants, which really helped me actually doing something about my mental health. And that way I do have experience of, doing things to try and sort myself out. It's no like I'm some sort of Gen X or Boomer sort of person who I'm not fucking fuck all wrong with me. I'm no done stuff like that. I don't find it insulting to be mentally ill, troubled, mental. I'm all right with that. So it's not an insult. It's just sometimes it feels when somebody suggests something like that to me when I'm having a think. It just helped me. That so I help you. It just from my perspective, from my point of view, it just seems fucking. This is just my gut fucking reaction, right? And right or wrong, it's a stupid idea. When just that's my gut. It's no nice to say that. What I'm saying is this: when I'm just talking about, thinking about the past and looking for new music and films, or I'm looking for new feelings and new stuff like that. And I'm having a think about it to myself as I go for a walk. Right? For somebody to say, have you considered therapy? Booking an appointment with a therapist to explain all this to therapist. I'm looking for new things, new, sort of. And what is it you liked about your teenage years? Let's see if we can identify what it is that you're seeking. And see if there's... I did that last night. Before I got to the pub. Before I got to the pub, restaurant, chain play, I already worked it out. Well, why are you here then? Because somebody on my Twitch channel said that they got therapy and it helped them with whatever matter it was that they went to their therapist for. So they said that, maybe I should consider coming here. What, for this? Aye. Because I'm, just going like, but looking for something new. Are you looking for something new? Aye. What like? Well, I was just going to explain it all. Why are you here again? I don't know. Somebody suggested it on my channel, my stream. Are you okay? I'm fucking hunky-dory. Then why are you here? Because somebody in the chat, my Twitch chat, said I should maybe consider therapy because it helped them. But maybe what they went to the therapist for was different for why you're here. I know. That doesn't make sense. I know, but they're just being helpful. Been a fucking pain in the arse by the sounds of it. Yes, I agree. So we're in agreement, me and you, therapist. Yes. So am I right? You're absolutely right. Am I free to go? You always was free to go. I just having a fucking think. I think. Fucking book a fucking appointment with a fucking therapist because I'm having a bastard and fucking think to myself. I'm fucking 50. I've been alive for quite a while, and I've ran out of films and fucking programs and exciting, interesting new music, and I'm no, I go to see things or people are kind of boring. There's nothing fucking wrong. It's all real. It's real. It's not imagined. It's no like once I sort myself out, everything will become fresh and fucking new again. It's real. It really is all fucking, to me, quite fucking mundane. Because it is. To me. There's nothing fucking up with me. That's the type of person I am. The type of person I've always been. And even more so at this age. Anyway, so what I was thinking, right, so what you like is new experiences. You like the feeling of new experiences. So do a lot of people. But in one part, you like doing the same routine fucking thing day in, day out, doing my stream. I think this is routine, but it's not because I'm yapping away. Do you know what I mean? I'm yapping. I'm doing this, for example. This is always a new thing, even though I'm sitting in the same seat, facing the same fucking monitor with the same, everything looks the same. But I'm yapping away, playing a game, or talking like this, that kind of thing. That's always kind of new. It's not like the same routine job or something like that. And then I have my lunch, and then I sort of watch a programme or two. And Daniel comes back from school and comes back from work, kick about, watch some stuff, have dinner, go for a walk, and all the rest of it. It's all fucking fine. That's all fine. But when listening to a song last night during my walk, it reminded me of my teenage years, and I got nostalgic for that feeling that I had back then that you can't quite get again. Which is, new people, new feelings. Because as you get older, you have more experiences of people and things and music and programs and do you know what I mean? You just live longer, and it's not. I've got to remind myself that was just like one person that said that. Maybe some other people think that, but just sometimes when I see something like that, I go, "Are people like that? Are people like that these days, or do people see my tripping face, my miserable face, or and think for me to look like Limmy, to sound like Limmy, to talk about these things that he's talking about, because I don't look like that or sound like that or talk about the things. For me to be like that, I would have to be in quite a fucking bad place to be talking about nothing's new anymore and people are boring. That would I would only say that if I was having a kind of breakdown or something. I've been saying that for about 30 fucking years or something. Like, but especially as you get older, as I've got interests and things like that are kind of out of line with sort of people about my age, games and streaming, and I was on the telly, and I live a different sort of life for the usual person who goes to a job 9 to 5 sort of thing. I was on the telly. I'm sort of recognised in Glasgow, and there's certain things I can do and certain things I can't. It's different. It's different. So it's no normal. Uh, anyway, so I was walking last night and I was thinking about the old feelings, and I thought, what would I remember that feeling, that new feeling, and walking through the house that we had to find out where everybody was. Nobody had mobile phones. There's a wee bit of exploring, whereas everybody will probably be there. They'll probably be there. You're meeting up with folk and jumping off the pier into the water and meeting up with new folk and all the rest of it. But it was also a fucking time of kind of shiteness now and again. But it's also a feeling I got when I would go on the night out, when I was in my 20s. Go out, get drunk, either really drunk or a bit drunk, but take stuff and all the rest of it, go clubbing, end up at somebody's house and things like that. But even that got fucking bored. I mean, you got to remember, I was taking acid when I was like from the age of 16 to about the age of when did I stop? 18 maybe, 18 or 19 to the maybe 18. I stopped because it got fucking boring. I was taking like almost every weekend for quite a long time, and I stopped because it got boring. Acid, LSD getting boring. It's not meant to get fucking boring. It got boring for me. So it's not like when or if you're the type of person who then gets bored of fucking everything being mental, which is what it's like when you're tripping. Then that's it. That's you completely burnt out at the age of fucking 18, 19, and you can't, what new feelings and experiences can you have when you get bored of fucking acid? But I did have lots of new experience, and I still do. Anyway, my point is, so so I went on this walk last night, right? And I was thinking about the things. I was thinking, right, how do you get that new feeling? Right, think about it. Think about it. Dead nostalgia, especially because I'm listening to the music. It's night time, so everything's a bit dark, and you're getting a kind of sensory deprivation thing almost. It helps you think about the past or think about your thoughts more, makes it more focused. And I was thinking about it, I was thinking, well, what would I have to do to get that kind of new feeling again? Right. So what was it you got back then? Meeting new people and talking about things that were new to me. New, there's nobody I really want to meet. Can hardly even fucking visualise these fucking people. Never mind know how to find them. People that I actually want to fucking meet and get to know. Places to go. Music. You know that teenage feeling, 20-something feeling when you get into something? You're into something, you're into a band or bands or a scene or a thing. Just don't fucking have that. I don't have that here. And I thought, and I'm going round in circles, I keep saying the same fucking thing, right? But I was walking to this pub restaurant, right? And I thought, right, so how would you do that, right? So, right, first thought, meet people, meet more people, and, you know, that kind of thing. That's what you did back in Millport. Tons of people, meet people. Right, that's a problem. Why is that? Because you don't really get on with people. Now that you're kind of who you are, somebody who was on the telly and all that sort of shit, no famous, no mega famous or anything like that, but I've had experiences of reasons to be a bit more para and suspicious of people than maybe the next person would. Just feelings are like being fucking used, or like noticing me myself. I'm no completely revealing everything about myself to this person or that person or that person like I did back before the telly stuff, because I don't really know them. I don't really know everything about them. They don't really know everything about me. I wouldn't really trust them. I don't know how this thing's going to go in a year from now, or 2 years from now, or 3 years from now. And I've seen like things change. I've seen people change or relationships change and things like that in a way that I've felt like I fucking dodged a bullet by no revealing certain things or talking openly about certain things or just, you know, completely fucking being myself. But there's people that I've known, there's a pal that I've known since I was like 15 that I still meet up with, and Donnie that I work with. And we can talk about stuff that if there was a fucking mic nearby, I'd be fucked. But you can talk about stuff. I know it'll probably get your imagination going like, what? Like what? Like what? Just not anything and everything. Just sort of yap about stuff, right? But just also like revealing a wee thing you did last week, or a wee thought that you had, or, you know, something like that. My point is, I don't trust any like new people, kinda. But not only that, I don't really want to know anybody. I'm not really interested in getting to know anybody, or them getting to know me like I did back when I was a teenager or in my 20s. Despite how I sound, I'm quite fucking content and fulfilled. Other than I go for a walk, I listen to do you know the fucking do you know the song that fucking kicked us off. You hear this? You're like, what's this emotional song that got you all nostalgic and made you think about all these things? Play us this song, Limmy. This sad song. How it's hard no to go for a wee walk at night like I did last night. Harvey, Star Disco thinks that big emote there. Listen to this and think back to when I would sort of hear that. And remember how it felt. I don't mean that song. I don't mean specifically, see that song. I listen to it once a week and it really takes me back. I just mean it's an example of one of many. Let me see this. Hold on. Where was I? Where were we staying? We stayed there, I think. Right there, right? See this big house? We stayed in this flat underneath. They didn't even have a fucking toilet in it, right? It's an outdoor toilet and there's a caravan in the back garden, right? We had the caravan, my dad built this extension thing. So it'd be like, someone would be like a teenager, be like 15, 16. So I'd go like that, summer, walk this way, doing this way. Where is everybody? No mobile phones. Where is everybody? They'll probably be there. And then see her there. You had like the Dodgems, an arcade, other things. That was called, the sort of nickname was the Garrison. You have that, right? Music would be getting sort of blasted for there, right? So you'd walk through there, kind of walk through there because this Google Maps motor didn't get driven through there. Kind of like, know that there, right? But it was like back there, right? It was there, right? Walking there and then through there, see if you can see anybody there. And then chatting with them. And then you'd make your way. I'd make my way all the way out here. And you'd be bumping into people. And everybody would be running about there at the arcade amusements. Or run about here. Or maybe there. Where's Thingamabob? They're out at the shed or out at the pier or, you know, something like that. It'd be all sunny, right? So see that bit back there? That's where loud music would be coming from. Like behind that, right? Behind that at the shows, right? So I'd be walking at like age 15 or something, going to meet up with folk. And it'd be something like this playing, middle of summer. It's fucking hard to have the experiences and know to think back and go, that was fucking magic. Do you know what I mean? That's the downside about having a fucking good time. That's the downside about upsides. So I was thinking back and again, I wasn't ritually fucking persistently cutting myself up, but it is something I did now and again. I did it once or twice, and then I did it now and again. I did it now and again, like for a year or two, and I slashed my wrist when I was 16, or was it 15? 15, I think. So it's not like it was all fucking wonderful. By the way, I'm aware that I just keep repeating these same things every fucking 10 or 20 streams. I've been repeating the same thing in this stream, right? Trying to get to my fucking point. So I was going for this walk last night, deciding I'm going to go for this walk. Takes about 20 minutes or half an hour to get to this place. Going to have a wee cup of tea and then walk back. And I was thinking about all that. How do I get these new feelings? It's like people, I don't trust anybody now, and I'm not interested in anybody now. I'm no. And like I said, when I say I don't trust, I don't mean I think people are deceptive and they're pretending to get to know me in order to get want to know me or something like in order to gain something. I just mean I don't really know. I'll never really open up to anybody these days like I used to, because of experiences that I've had, and these days people are almost like, imagine one of yous in the chat and we start fucking messaging each other or something like that, right? I don't know who the fuck you are, right? Imagine I start telling you some things about myself a fucking year from now. We could no get on, fall out, or just realise I don't actually fucking know you. And I've just told you all this fucking shit, and I'm worthy, in some people's minds, worthy of being spoken about. Remember I was saying there was like, I've had experiences for like more than 20 years ago when I was doing fucking Flash stuff, when I had a website and there'd be somebody who would sort of meet up with us, and then I didn't really want to meet up with them again, and then they told people I didn't really want to meet up with my Limmy. Just sort of goes on about himself and all that. He thinks he's or something like that. Saw this guy saying it on a forum who I'd met up with. I've got all these wee experiences of that. The downside of me misplacing my trust or whatever far fucking outweighs trusting anybody. I've got no reason to do it. I've got nothing to really share that I need to share. Happy with stuff on my head. Happy with the folk that I do know and I do trust, chatting with them. There's nobody new that I really want to. I like really fucking funny or mental people. I like people you could really, or people could really open up to, like a complete fucking stranger in a pub type of thing, like I used to be able to. But see, in terms of meeting up with people and then we're actual pals and we go to things and all that, I'm no fucking interested in all that. And the reason why I'm saying I'm no fucking interested is as I'm having a bit of kind of argument with myself, where I'm kind of like suggesting to myself, maybe you could do this. And I'm like, that doesn't work, and you know why. I'm not interested in people. And I don't really want to... See about a month ago, right, I was sitting in a restaurant, having lunch, kind of outside, right? And walking past was a guy that I used to know, that I met up with once or twice, about 10 years before. I think the last time I saw him was about 10 years before, right? And he's like, oh, how's it going? He said hello to me and everything. He's sort of leaning there because he was walking past and I was in the sitting outside bit, and we got chatting and all that, and he said to me, and I like him, and we got on and everything. He's about maybe 10 years younger than me, I think. And he said, oh, are you on the same number? Have you got the same number? We should meet up and all that. I went, aye, and I was up for meeting up and he was up for meeting up. I went, aye, and I gave him, I says, what number you got? And he said that one. I said, that's it. And he messaged, I said, like, go message me on WhatsApp. He messaged me and that was that. And he said, right, I'll get back to you with like a few dates of when we could meet up or something. Remember, this is his idea, right? And I was up for it. And I went, I messaged him, after he left, right, he had to go. I said, well, I'm kind of free on, these days and these days at this time and all that. And then he gave it, I don't know, fucking thumbs up or something. That was... I checked WhatsApp to see, when was that? I thought to myself, When was that? Nothing's happened, by the way. Ghosted and patched. No, let me repeat. This is his idea. This wasn't me saying to him, by the way, we should maybe meet up. Aye, we should maybe meet up. You still on the same number, Limmy? Aye. All right then. Right. You know, it was him saying, "Oh, we've got to. Wait, are you normally free? You normally doing this, and you know, we should meet up and have a coffee." And I'm like, "Aye." He says, "Are you in the same number?" You know, it was him. It was motivated by him, and not by like politeness. You know, it wasn't me going. It wasn't just me sitting there going like that. I just kind of sit here by myself, a wee bit boring, you know, a wee bit lonely. Oh, really? Oh, we should maybe meet up. Nothing. Motivated by him. Um, so then they left. He messaged it, but then left. He said, "Oh, here's. I'll try think of a few dates we can meet up." And I told him I'm generally free, and gave it a wee kind of thumbs up thing. And that was it. And I thought, when was that? I thought, was that like a month ago? Was that 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks? When? And I went like that to myself. Like, see if you can guess. See if you can guess. It was probably, I think it was a Monday or a Tuesday because I've got a wee bit extra time on the Monday or the Tuesday. It's a Monday, so this is be Monday the morrow. That was Sunday. I was thinking about it, right? Be Monday the morrow. So come Monday the morrow, I think that's maybe been a month, and it was September. It was like 5 or 6 weeks ago, and you know there's been nothing since, right? And the thing is, maybe he's busy. No, he is busy. I think he's a sort of busy person, but I think if I was him, like I'm no that interested. I like him. I really would be comfortable chit-chatting away to him. He's one of these guys that's all right. Like all right, chat about things and the sort of work he does. It's a creative sort of thing that's interesting to talk about, and a lot has happened in the last 10 years. Like we met up, but when I last met him, I was on citalopram. I was on antidepressants. And I was saying to him at the time, I'm having the time of my fucking life. Since then, I've came after him, and lots of other things have happened and all that. So, he's been up to. He quickly told me what he's been up to. He changed for this sort of thing he was doing to this kind of thing. You know, stuff I want to know about. The stuff to chat about. It's not like, aye. So how was school? You know, we're not like these people we've not met each other since school or anything like that. So, you know, somebody, one of the rare people I would actually be interested in fucking meeting up with, but I'm actually not that bothered. I'm no like, I've got no bother with messaging him right now and fucking chasing him up. I've got no bother, but I'm no like, I've just got a kind of fear of rejection. Do you know what I mean? I've got a fear that, you know, if a message on me, be like, aye, good idea. We're a bit busy just now, let me right. I'm all right with just going like that. Yeah, no. I'm not doing it because I don't want to. Is my point. I'm no that interested. There was somebody else who said happy birthday to me. Somebody else I used to meet up with a few times about fucking 8 years ago or something. Was it about then? No, it's maybe more like 5, right? If I would just tell you, know, Ian Cook for Churches, he messaged to say, happy birthday. And we don't really message each other anymore. We met up a few times and we've been meaning to meet up and it's no happened. He messaged and says, "Oh, happy birthday," and he said something like, "Oh, we should hopefully maybe meet up soon." I went, "Aye, let's check our busy schedules and we'll meet up about maybe fit it in about 2028 or something like that." And he had a wee laugh about it because I just think we're never fucking meeting up, right? We're not. I don't know. Is it a guy thing? I don't know if it's a fucking guy thing. To just no fucking care. Or an age, is this age? Or I don't know. Um, Family stuff. After my mum died, my dad and my brother, just, I mean, I don't know how they fucking felt, but I lost, just, there's nothing. Just kind of like that. Just, you should meet up with Thingy, you should meet up with, Linson, you should meet up with Thingy. I'm like, they don't care, I don't care. We don't give a fuck. It's almost a kind of, if we got to do this, when you're meeting up, you can see in everybody's fucking face. It wasn't uncomfortable, it's just like, just like that, it's nice when it happens. Nice we sort of meet up, right? When you're there, it's all right. But they're going to do it anyway. So I'm not interested in meeting any new people. I've got nothing really. I'm not interested. And I think when I say that, maybe for some people in the chat, that sounds like, really? Because I'm quite social, Limmy. And for me to be antisocial the way you are, I would have to be mentally unwell and perhaps need a therapist. That means you are maybe unwell, Limmy, and you need a therapist because you're behaving in a way that if it was me who was like that, something would have to have went quite wrong. Whereas I'm like that. I'm like that. So I'm not going to get it for people in that way. I might get it for like occasional sort of. Anyway, so I went through a list of things. I thought people, events, shows, films, programs, music, streams. Honestly, all it is, the majority of everything I just mentioned there is fucking humdrum. 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 The vast majority is food, cars, travel, nice one, powder, smooth music, and the my stream title is called Please, another Human League reference. Everybody use when they get that. Humdrum. Lacking excitement or variety, boringly monotonous.
Humdrum.
Humdrum. Right? Humdrum. Because I can, with everything's, a lot of these things. That's why I'm quite fucking content these days, despite everything I'm saying here, right? But this is just these thoughts that I had last night, listening to that fucking song. Because I avoid all this fucking shite that used to frustrate me. Or bore the fuck at me. Like forcing myself to watch films to the fucking end that I'm not liking, forcing myself to play games all the way to the end that I'm not liking, people gone to things that I know I'm not going to like. I avoid it all, and I feel no regret. You know, I don't feel any kind of. Don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I mean, I'm so bored. I'd be bored with all these other things, and also frustrated and regretful and annoyed. But so anyway, last night, so I was thinking, right, so all the things, no with people, no with things like that. Maybe there's things like James McAvoy's acting and Speak No Evil. I liked that. Is it John Cassavetes? The films that I watched. There's these wee experiences, just screen stuff, just like watching stuff that I like. That does stuff watching Cabaret in fucking New York and holidays and things like that, and just wee things about the house, family things and all that, right? Um, but anyway, so the conclusion I came to as I was walking. And this is a funny sort of thing. I was walking to this pub restaurant thing, thinking about all these things. I was thinking, what's new? And I was thinking, remember why you used to make things? Remember why you used to make things on your website and all the rest of it? It's because everything that you saw, the things that you saw online and videos you saw were to you boring. And so you made things that gave you the buzz that you wanted to experience yourself. For example, you know, the picture of me, there's 5 or 6 of me shagging me. You know, that picture. I made that because it gave me a buzz making something like that when I've not seen anybody else make something like that and then stick it on the fucking website. I didn't see anybody else make anything like that. I don't mean like that Robbie Williams fucking album cover, but it's like there's 6 or 7 of him in a football team. I mean with the shagging thing, right? I'm not seeing that anywhere else. It's surprising. It's new to me, so it'll be new to them. I've not seen it. And I've not seen many people in this whole when I was making websites and not seen anybody else in the whole scene do something like that. Would put a picture of them, there's a fucking arse out and all the rest of it. It gives me a buzz to do that. It gives me a buzz to do something that kind of surprising like that. I know this sounds all wanky and fucking takes the magic away from it, but it gives me a buzz to do something that's surprising because I know how they'll probably feel seeing it, and I like how it looks, and I like stuff like that. So I would make things that'd be a bit different and that would give people a bit of a fucking feeling. I was walking last night thinking about it. I was thinking that's the sort of thing I like to fucking make. Like say when I was making sketches, certain sketches, I like to make something that's a bit fucking different. It's not just standard jokes or funny fucking thing happens and it's something a bit odd about it or heartfelt or something that makes people hopefully feel a thing the way that I used to feel things like watching even things like fucking Twilight Zone or something. Just something. You know, that feeling of or the tweets that I used to do. Or anything like that. The pictures of me like looking like I've got my cock out or tweets about minging sexual sort of things and all that. Something that gives people a bit of a fucking buzz. I get a buzz coming up with it and doing it and all the rest of it, but I don't get a buzz for that sort of thing anymore. But I was thinking as I was walking, I was thinking, remember stuff what you've been doing for fucking ages now and the way you felt for ages, which is you make the thing you want to see. You make the thing that you would like to fucking experience. Like, you know, like when I was making wee tunes up and then I would go and ruin it by putting some stupid voice edit, which to me makes it better because it's fucking daft. And any time I've actually tried to make an actual serious fucking tune, it's got me fucking really annoyed and really done because I'm like, this is shite. because it is good, because it is kind of normal. I don't fucking want that. It's crap. That you get, there's no fucking feeling at all. So I was thinking last night, I was thinking, remember, this is why you used to make things. This is why you made the things you made in that kind of style, because you want a bit of fucking feeling, because you kind of see it. I kind of see it. I kind of see or feel these fucking things coming from elsewhere, or at least it's fucking few and far between, these experiences where you see something, you go into a fucking gallery, a gigantic as fuck museum gallery, walk through the whole fucking thing, looking at every fucking thing, and none of it makes you feel anything. Nothing. Fucking decades, hundreds of years worth of art, and it's all nothing to you. Yeah, there's certain pictures, certain art things like that. That is it, Gottfried Helnwein, that Bloody Boys. I don't think I could show it because it's all like these boys are all as if they've cut themselves up, they've got fucking slashes all over them, there's blood all over the room or something like that. You know that one, it's like red pencil. That see, seeing that and some of his other stuff, it's fucking, what would you call it? Visceral. I don't know. There's stuff like that that really, I'm like, this is fucking, or there's certain photography things, certain nudity sort of things. I'm like, this is fucking art. Now this is art. This is art. Why don't you go back in Citalopram if it helped? Oh, fucking shut up, Chancer Dancer. You can dance on your fucking nut. That's the only chance you've got. Well done. Thank you very much. Cheers. Aye, right. So I was thinking to myself, right, where you go? You've got to make things. Don't want to make anything. Make what? Make what? For who? Make fucking what? For who? That's what I thought as I was walking, right? I was thinking, right, you make what you want to see. But what you want to see, what you want to see though, is you posting a video, me posting a video of TikTok or Instagram of me genuinely with my cock out having a fucking wank. And coming, you know, the whole fucking lot. It's not going to happen, right? It's not going to happen. But that would be fucking hilarious. And I mean, you actually see, you know, the spunk coming out and everything, right? It's a real deal. That would be fucking hilarious, right? It's not going to happen. Throw it in the drain, exactly. See if I can come and do a shite at the same time, right? See if I can do a sort of stoning up wank where a spunk and the shite hit the ground at the exact same time. You know, something like that, right? Now, see me talking about that or coming up with that idea, just that really gives me a fucking hit. That's what I fucking need. That's what I'm looking for. It's not going to fucking happen. Don't want to just make some fucking good song or a fucking video that people like and they think it's funny. It's all shite. It's all vertical video fucking pish. You can't fucking post half of this. See anything that I wanted to post? You wouldn't even get away with it in TikTok and Instagram because you would, you know the way people fucking bleep out their words and censor themselves on, it's just to get, like, it's just, that's not happening. I thought, you've already fucking made all these things that you want to make and kind of said what you want to say, sort of. So it's no that. I've got, my mind's open to, like, maybe making something like some wee video, but I don't mean like a sketch. I don't really mean like that. I mean making something, just anything, a picture, anything at all. But right now, I'm deliberately just going, no, because the whole thing does my fucking nothing. It really, really does my nothing. Thinking about things. What could I make? What could I make? What could I make? What could I make? It fucking drives me mental. I thought, well, what's new then? What's new? And then as I was walking to this pub, restaurant place, I was thinking, as when my specs, right, I wear specs out and about, because I've got a kind of sort of nearsighted sort of way. When I got my eyes tested, I couldn't believe that actually the difference it makes with fucking to see stuff far away. I was like, I just thought that was just the way it was. I thought, oh, my eyes are a bit watery or some shit, or I'm a bit, my eyes are a bit old. Instead of going like that, you mean you need specs? Is that what you mean by your eyes are a bit old? It just didn't even fucking click with me. And then, did the 1, 2, 1, 2, is that better, is that worse? It's like, fucking hell. So I wear them when I'm kicking about. I have to always go like that, take them off and looking at my fucking phone though. And I was thinking to myself, this feels kind of new. Me wearing these specs now. Going a bit, I walk out the front door day or night and I just stick them on. I never wore specs in my life before. Never worn before. That feels kind of new. I feel new. This new aftershave that I've got. That feels new. I feel kind of new. I know it's silly wee things like that, but Lynn's got this thing that I bought. It's a few Penhaligons perfumey fragrance stuff. It's like 6 wee bottles, wee tiny bottles, and one of them's Halfetti. Well, I had the fake, a kind of wee sample, and I put that on now and again, right? It's that kind of unisex one, right? But I'm like, it's got a kind of perfumey sort of white yet. And I go like that. I go, I fucking love that smell. Love that. Penhaligons, is it? I love that. That feels fucking new. And this shower gel stuff that I've got. And I was thinking about myself. I was thinking about my hair. I was thinking about, as I was walking, I was thinking about how, wee daft things like my hairline, and I've always put stuff on it, right? But no, I've put hairspray on it so it fucking hides in place of it. And I like putting it kind of further back, I don't mean the hairline further back, but pushing it sort of back a bit in a kind of flick kind of way. And a sort of almost kind of hairsprayed sort of look to it. In a kind of funny sort of way, almost. And it just gave me this kind of, I don't know, it's a kind of sense of humour about myself or something. I was thinking, I like that. I actually smiled and I kind of laughed as I was walking, thinking about, I was thinking, me, I make myself new. I make myself new. I enjoyed buying some new fucking t-shirts. I've not bought new t-shirts for fucking ages. I just don't get anything. And then it's Lynn that goes like that. How long have you been wearing them for? And then 3 new t-shirts will fucking just turn up. Just buy myself t-shirts or socks or new things. The door handles that turn up that I put on the door. I bought another electric toothbrush for my cell. Daniel's got one. I bought one for myself. I said to Lynn, "Do you want it?" And she says, "I might." And then she tried it. She said, "I don't really like it." So, no, so much retail therapy, but it's not like, oh, I've bought a thing and now I'm looking at a thing that I've bought that does nothing for me, but the fact that I've bought it makes me feel better. But like new things, me. And even like when I went for that sort of brunch the other day, I can never really completely say that in a with a straight face, brunch. And I was just sitting outside by myself, just kind of sitting there like that, not looking at my phone because I've uninstalled Twitter and Blue Sky, just kind of sitting there thinking, relaxed, in a sort of meditated kind of, no full meditation, just sort of like during the daytime the other day, Sunday, and then Lynn and Daniel went by in a motor and said that they saw me, and I looked weird sitting there like that. I like that feeling. Uh, I've not done it for a wee while. Doing what I want, living in my own wee bubble, in my head, or my own wee experience. Because I'm a kind of overthinker or self conscious person sometimes, and so I go, what do I look like right now? And they fucking wonder because you're sitting there with your eyes shut and you look weird. What? I'm just fucking relaxing. You get cunts like that. You look about and then you see somebody just sitting there like that. Or the other day, walking past a park and a guy was out with his dog and he was doing a kinda. It wasn't Tai Chi, but it's just some fucking guy doing this thing by himself, and I was looking at him. You know how you're at your fucking happiest? Well, I don't know, maybe you don't know. When you do your own thing and you're not like, what must I look like right now? But you've got your own fucking thing going on. Wanking. No, not that kind of own thing. You got your own thing going on. When you see somebody doing their own thing, I look at them and I go, fucking good for you. I was like, I was sitting in that pub last night, happy. It might not sound like I've come to a fucking conclusion, but it was just thinking, I'm feeling these new things in me. Doesn't it just come from fucking making things or trying to track down fucking certain people, certain experiences and all that? They'll come when they fucking come, but try to seek these things out. It's more efficient to to feel new in myself. I used to meditate every day about 10 years ago, and I always felt good that. I should get back to that. But on that walk last night, just thinking about that, I was thinking, aye. Just a simple fucking wee, then my own wee thing. I swear to God. So when I went to that pub restaurant, sitting, got my tea. I fucking love just going to this chain sort of place, and there's fucking numbers on the tables and the menus are glossy and that kind of Weatherspoonsy, but it wasn't a Weatherspoons. I love that whole mundanity. I love it. And I sat, the place was like fucking kind of did. It's a bit big. It was only about quarter, fucking just table with some people there, table with some people there, empty, 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 empty. Sitting kind of up the back a wee bit next to a window and just sort of sitting there having a laugh, actually looking at my Discord, all the stupid pictures that people are fucking posting. But kind of just sitting there and just sort of looking at the distance and watching people and doing fuck all. I fucking love this. You know, the doing that kind of thing. Doing sort of nothing out by myself. And I also thought it was quite funny the fact it's me. I thought I quite like that Limmy cunt for the Limmy show, you know, Dee Dee, Falconhoof and all that, was sitting in that fucking place round the corner, just sitting there like this. I think that's hilarious. Fucking love all that. And I'm really enjoying Lost right now. No spoilers. No spoilers. So basically the whole experience I had last night was I went for a walk. I listened to some music that reminded me of my teenage years, and I got nostalgic for that. Fresh, new, what we do in the night, new people. Here's Stingy, by the way, here's Stingy, getting to know everybody, and that feeling of anticipation, and new music, and what's happening, and it's sunny, and all the rest of it. And I was thinking, what's the 50-year-old fucking equivalent of that? What's my equivalent of that? Where would I get that? How would I get that? It's not through the same means as before. People, events, music and all that, because it's fucking run right into the fucking ground, all that. It's kind of like me, changes within, that kind of thing. Stupid wee things like a new fucking aftershave. Profound banality, yeah. I think the reason why I have this kind of fucking tug of war sort of thing in my head is because I've still got these same habits that I've been doing for years, like making something or really struggling to try and make something that doesn't work out, that my mind just keeps going back to that kind of thing. Or even back to my teenage years, like to get new things or get that feeling, you need to keep repeating the same thing that you did before and you'll keep getting the same results. And that isn't the case anymore. But my mind just keeps going back to it. And I just need to remind myself that doesn't work anymore. That kind of thing. But it's nice. I really like that. I really just walking like I did last night and listen to that sort of old music and put myself back in that. It's sometimes good to be nostalgic and then go like that. Shouldn't really look into the past that much. You know, it's all about the present. It's all about the future and everything. But then go like, you know, all right, I'm aware of that. But what I'm going to do is actually dive right fucking into it in my head. Really go back and remember how it felt and almost relive it. Because what I was doing, and I'll keep going on and on about this, but what I was doing when I was walking, This is what I thought, right? Before I got to that place last night, I was walking in the dark, going for a wee walk, right? And I was thinking, that new feeling you had back then when you were a teenager, when things were new, music was new, different types of music. You'd hear, I'd just put on the telly, it'd be the chart show, and it would be like Numero Uno by Starlight, or that grand piano one that I played or something. I'd be like, oh, I like the sound of that. Oh, I wonder if that's, almost thinking like this, I wonder if that's a good song. I wonder if that's a song that just sort of comes and goes, or if that's something that I'm going to grow to love, or, that without actually consciously thinking it, just sort of feeling it. And that whole new kind of feeling, and I was thinking, you like to make things that will give you that new feeling, or give that new feeling to other people. That's what you need to do. Make something new. What can you make? As an entertainer, what can you make for people to entertain them and give them that same fucking feeling? Because you're experiencing it right now. That's why you need that pain. That's why when somebody says, oh, therapy or something like that, I'm like, as Captain Kirk said to Cyborg, whatever his name is, I need that pain. I need that pain. I need that feeling, a kind of loss or a boredom or whatever it is. I need to feel that fucking newness again to drive the fucking, to motivate me to want to do something about it and know how it feels for other people who are bored or restless, or there's something they're fucking looking for. They need a laugh or something. I know what that feels like. I'm reliving it right now. I remember how I used to feel whenever it was on new, and it isn't anymore. And I fucking want to make that, and I want to give people that feeling because I know what it feels like. I don't want that feeling of loss or whatever it is, a loss of teenage years or something, freshness to go. I want to remember what I fucking lost so that I try to make it, recreate it, not just for me, but for other people, as a thing to do for people, because I like people. What can I do? Entertain people in a way. I thought you could make that. I thought, no, you know what? I'm not making anything. Fuck them. Because I'm sick of it. I've made enough. I'm 50 now. They get what they've got. It's there. They can go and fucking watch my stuff. I've made tons of fucking stuff. They can watch that. I'm done. But then I thought, your stream is the thing that you make now. It's not the same as making sketches or anything like that. You could be waffling on like I'm right now, but in the stream, anything can happen. Anything can happen here. This is giving people new experiences, jazz. Anything can happen. I thought, but you used to sort of like dance on your stream and all that and take your top off and do funny dances. Well, I don't fucking know, alright? I said to myself. I did that because I felt like doing that. And now I don't, because this is how I feel now. And I'm not faking anything. Advert says Ring Road Supermarkets. Ha 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 ha. Right. Oh, they're watching an advert, so I'll make it look like... I'm looking forward to them watching the VOD back. So that's that. That was all. Don't know how long I was talking about that there, so that's that. It's all. It's all fine. I wonder if that pub I was in the other day where I complained about the tea, I wonder if they'll change it. What have we learned? I'll tell you what I've learned. I've learned that this sort of stuff that I think and all the rest of it, like everybody, it'll never be truly, completely, like, resolved and that's it. It's always a nice wee ongoing adjustments and struggles and, that kind of thing. I don't like. I've given up in the whole kind of. I'm a lot happier and content than I was fucking a year ago. Even just a year ago. Happier, relaxed. I know it doesn't seem it when I talk about these things. You got to remember, everybody. You must remember, and this will be the same for a lot of people. Me yapping about these things, for some of the people in the chat, for you to be talking like this, it would be for you a sign of your mental health is taking a serious fucking dip. For me, this is the normal sort of way I think about things, and this is what makes me me. I don't mean being mentally fucking ill or something, but going like that, oh, why am I thinking that? Why am I thinking that? Oh, I want to do something. I want to make something. It's just normal. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you say these things, you go, but is that not every cunt? I mean, is it normal to just be absolutely fucking, just everything's sort of all right and you're just sort of ticking air and, every 3 months or 6 months or a year or whatever, I'll have a wee thought of, something there. There's something. I want something. Don't know where it is though. Like that. And I'm past going like that. Once you find out what it is that you want or what you're doing or, whatever, that's it. That's you for the rest of your life. Because I don't think that's the way it is. Get back on X. Never calling it that. You know how you stop doing a thing? You get fed up with something, so you stop. And then having stopped it for quite a while, you then want to do it again or do something similar. You know how you get sick of something? You know how people kind of keep doing the same fucking thing? So they stop and then they don't like having done it for a while. You know how you go back and forth and people like going on a holiday, for example. That kind of thing. That kind of, you move for different things. But this whole year has been a very good year because the decisions that I've made and ways that I think about things. We'll see how being off Twitter and Blue Sky goes. I've had a wee bit more time to think to myself, which is good. Might not sound it. You might think, right. So this is why you're going cuckoo, Limmy. Because you haven't got fucking Blue Sky and all the rest of it to distract you for your thoughts, and now you're going like that. No, I've got time to actually fucking have a think to myself, go like that. I think about climate change instead. Don't bother, it's fucked. That's what they tell us. We're past the point of no return. So you can chill out with gobbed. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Do not worry. People saying you'll actually find it's actually quite a natural thing, and this would have happened anyway. It's actually, there's no such thing as this whole climate change thing. We're no affecting it. Well, let's say we're no. Let's say it's happening anyway. We're still fucked. So just relax. We're fucked no matter what your persuasion is. No, we're not. Just a wee, how do you relax when you're fucked? Because you're going to die anyway. Doesn't concern you. I would be worried if somebody said, did you know everybody lives for 10,000 years? Like, whether you like it or no. I'd be like, I'm not looking forward to this. I've got to be around for this. Thankfully, you got about 80 years if you're lucky. And then it's bye-bye. Bye-bye. Enjoy the planet. Enjoy what we left you. You don't want to live longer. Doesn't matter if I want to live fucking longer, you can't do it. Limmy, why are you choosing to live no longer than 100? Vermicious, Redgar, TLK, Random, Davis, Shane, Sir Smooth, Wizard Patchimus, thanks for subs. No, I need to prioritise any John busting for a pish, by the way. Indigo and Baxter, Kieran, King Monkey, thanks for subs. Did you get those guns hefting around the Scottish BAFTAs? My left arm is still fucked for whatever it is. I did something. That's still... That's not as sore as what it used to be, that wee bit there. This has still got a kind of lack of strength. I think it was going up that fucking loft. I twisted my arm. Maybe I should be in a fucking sling or something, but it feels like it's getting better. I'm just trying not to use it as much. There's no marks, there's nothing like that. Nothing feels torn to fuck. I got no idea. I think, see the time where I fucked my back up, I was carrying a table about 3 years ago. Carrying a table, know that big fucking thing that I was trying to get in here. But it was like the first time my back's ever fucked up. And I was carrying it and after my back was sore as fuck, like fucking hell. And that took, I don't know, weeks and weeks to for it to completely go away. So I'm imagining that's maybe the same thing. We'll see. If it starts to go purple and looks like it's about to fall off, I'll go to the doctor. Until then, I'll just observe it. Gaz, Purring Sean, Saint, gonna scan you, and Philly, thanks for subs. Thank you very much. Least shite thing in Twitch, thanks. Crispy, thanks for gifting me 5 subs. Uncle Flange, Charlo, thanks for subs. Glad you're liking it. Brockwell, thanks for sub. 808 or 707, what you picking? It's got to be controversial. But I'm going to say 707. Ben Weston and Crosby, Chris, RG Cut. I want something about a beef. Thanks for subs and bits. Thank you very much. Just imagine an old man tumbling down the stairs and it'll give you all the buzz you need. It won't it? Just like that thing yesterday because you have fucking ran that part. The arse is fell right out it now. It's completely fucking dead now. Craig Fanman and Rival, thanks for subs. Welcome back for Florida. Andy and Swan Lake, thanks for subs. Sometimes I like to go to Greg's and just buy exactly the same thing as the person in front of me. Try that, thrilling. Sounds alright. Real Dan Cody, thanks for sub. Falling through my weirdest personal ideas, drastic about happiness. Still notepads for God's sake, but alive. They're fucking it. I just doing your own fucking thing. Everybody knows it. You see it in films and programmes, and anybody says it, that somebody's just doing their own kind of thing. You're happy for them. You wish you could be like that and all that sort of stuff. And anytime you do it for yourself, you always feel better. You always feel better knowing that you're doing your own fucking thing. Because you're the, without trying to sound like some sort of self-help fucking poster, you're the one that's got to live with yourself. I don't mean like you've went and done a terrible thing. You're the one that's got to live with yourself. I mean, you're the one that's got to like imagine everybody around you was happy with you, but you weren't happy with you. That's it. That's all that matters. You're fucked. Imagine if you were happy with you, but nobody else is. Other than basically maybe a lack of fucking employment or whatever the fuck would come for everybody no liking you, whatever. If you're alright with you, that's the only cunt you've got to fucking please, really. If you ignore the practical side of pleasing people, that is. I mean, you know, like you got to please an employer, for example. But if you're doing your own thing and you go, I don't really care that much how I look right now, or if this is a bit weird, or anything like that. If you're sort of inside yourself and you're fucking happy with yourself, you've got everything, haven't you? You've got absolutely fucking everything. I've thought about that sometimes. And that's kind of like what I was thinking last night. Rather than just like making things and all the rest of it, I was thinking your aim should be for you to be happy and content type of thing. That's the top thing. Not utterly. I don't mean fuck everybody, but you know how people try to do things to achieve some fucking goal for other people, and that will make them happy if they can show people that they're capable of a certain thing or whatever the fuck it is, and that'll make them happy, and that's all right and everything. But imagine you could cut out the fucking middleman, if you know what I mean, and go, right, if I make them happy, if I please them in some sort of way, then that'll make me feel good. If you could just sort of cut them out the fucking equation and just go straight to feeling good about yourself. I know it's all self-helpy poster, motivational quote stuff, but You cut out everybody else, and you can't control other people. You can't control. Really, I'm just fucking waffling on now, but you can't control other people. You can control you though. At least you've got a better chance of controlling you. And if you're happy, that's what I loved about meditating. I'm like, when I successfully meditate, when I get to that feeling like, oh, I've shut the whole fucking world out and I feel good in myself, I'm like, I've got the ability in my fucking head to feel like I've got everything that I could ever fucking want. I'm happy. I'm happy in a bubble, in my head, content. There's nothing bigger than this. There's nothing higher than this. And I've got it just by sitting here, meditating. I've just got it just simply by doing that. Why would I want anything? Why would I use anything else? Got to get back into meditating. I'm going to meditate later, and I'll tell you how to regulate your emotions without suppressing them. Just don't think about it. Just smile. Just smile. Just smile.
Okay, I'll tell you why I use new personal colour care. This dress. We've had some good times. Some very good times. And, some fab times. New personal colour care keeps it really clean. And because there's no bleach in it, the colours stay really bright. This dress is my favourite. Why would I use anything less?
New personal colour care.
Fish up and prostate thinks of subs. Where's your fucking poppy? My God. September already. November. September. Cobbles, fruit machine, the bikes thinks of subs. And Fiverr. Oh, enjoy your shite testing kit when it comes. Retro thinks of sub. Watching the watching the VOD, that's what happens if you aye. Host body thinks of sub. Have I got sounding? Quiet Dog thinks the £3. That's right. Ben again thinks of the bits. Oh, glad you like it, Ben. Thanks. Thank you very much. Remember the audiobooks on Spotify. Angel and made by Tom and Metal Jester thinks the subs. A bad back is a badge of honour. It is. You know what? I'm going to celebrate that bit of wisdom by going for a pish. Wrong way. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you with the zoomed in, but didn't mean to leave you with that. Oh, yeah. Oh. But enough about me. How are you? Ooh. Right, let's get back to it. Come on. Stop going on about yourself. None of this navel-gazing stuff. It's not good for you to live up in your head. Think about other people instead of go like, me. Me. I think this and I think that, and just, why don't you actually do something for other people? Instead of living in your fucking head and expecting us to be like, oh, really? You're so interesting. I've never thought about it like that. Fucking. Now we've got a game to play. Got a game. We got a murder. to solve a murder. Right, I hope everybody can remember everything. Falling well, I think's the sub. All right, recap. Nah.
This is a continuation with Janice Burks.
Okay.
Now, Janice, according to you, the mail carrier had dropped off their mail at your mailbox by accident, right? And then you, I guess being the good Samaritan that you are, decided to bypass these potential porch pirates. So you then took that mail and you brought it directly into
Right,
their
this might be repeating a wee bit because I fucked off, so it might have went back to the beginning.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So Janice, what kind of mail was this?
If I remember correctly, it was just a few envelopes, I believe.
So just a few envelopes. So why the urgency to drop off just a few envelopes? You couldn't wait until they got home?
I guess I could have. I didn't really give it that much thought.
No time like the present. I remember saying that.
They're mailing. I thought I'd bring it over to them, that's all.
Janice, you are lying to me.
Liar.
What do you mean, sir?
I mean that there is absolutely nothing that supports your statement whatsoever. Look, you having their mail is no reason to go inside of their home. You could have simply just held on to their mail, Janice. And please don't tell me that you were concerned with porch pirates, because porch pirates
Aye.
are looking for packages.
Unless
Okay,
unless you
things
tell
that
us it's
are
like a
valuable.
check.
You're not just looking for regular mail.
Unless you tell us it's a
Now,
check.
Janice, if you're going to lie to me, come up with something like
It's a check.
I don't know, like there was a check in the mail or something like that, because then it would be a little bit more believable. Now, Janice,
We watched a bit of this
you
yesterday.
are still on probation. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you think that lying to a detective who is trying to solve a murder case,
Murder.
do you think that is going to be helpful? Look, Janice, that is considered obstruction of justice, okay? Now, you are not a stupid person. Okay? You're not. So we are going to try this again. Why were you seen entering their house the day that Daniel was killed?
Well,
All right. I heard a gunshot.
right.
I rushed over there to see if everything was okay. And when I entered the home, I looked around. That's when I saw Daniel lying there dead in the bedroom.
Right. We've got something.
I didn't know what to think, so I panicked and I just left.
So, Janice, why did you lie about that?
Come on, sir. I went to prison for 9 years for killing my abusive husband. Then I'm seen leaving and entering a home where a man is killed. A man who is known to have physically abused his girlfriend. How do you think that looks?
Well, not very good, to be honest.
See,
Not very good at all.
All right, so just to make sure that
stretching my
I
legs.
get this right. So you heard a gunshot. You go enter the house. You see Daniel and he's dead. And you lie to protect yourself. Is that basically it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So you're telling me that you did not kill Daniel.
I did not kill Daniel.
So Daniel was already killed when you had entered that house.
Yes,
And Janice, why should I believe you?
because it's the truth.
All right. All
The
right.
truth.
Yes, sir.
The whole truth?
All right, we are going to put a pause on this for now.
Nothing but the truth. Well, the message I just got there. Ryu or Ryu or the legend, thanks for sub. I just got a message there. Reddit asked me. Somebody at Reddit. Somebody who works at Reddit. Not just a person who's got a Reddit account. If I wanted to do one of the AMAs. Got asked yesterday. I said no. I said no. I said thanks for asking, but I've not really got the time or the energy, to be honest with you, but thanks. Simply no time. I don't have the time. Do you think, see when I say I don't have the time, see me doing nothing and watching the telly and things like that. That's me using my time. So me just sort of chilling out, going for a walk and things like that. That's me using my time. I don't mean I'm absolutely fucking roped into doing something for somebody else and I've got to be at the other side of the world and I just simply, well, that wouldn't actually fucking matter because it's the internet. But the main thing is I'm not that interested in doing it. There's things I would do that I'm not that interested in doing it, but I do it anyway. Providing it didn't take too long and it didn't use up too much, wasn't that much a hassle. I think it would just bother me. You need the good publicity. I don't need any publicity. I know you're just joking, but no. Don't even. Is it? Have you got to be there for it? Because I wouldn't like. You've actually got to be there at a certain time. No. Oh, glad to hear that, Eternal. Oh, just typing out answers. You need to answer questions. Sitting there typing, going, actually, what does it? It'd be like a job. It'd be like a fucking job. I like doing things on my own time. Imagine never having to do anything that you don't feel like doing. Can you imagine it? That's what I'm doing. I don't feel like it. And as I said, there's some things that I don't really feel like doing, but fuck it. I mean, it's only going to take a couple of minutes. It's going to be quite easy. I'd be sitting there for quite a while and thinking about stuff and I'm a fucking Discord. You want to ask me something in there. I was going to actually do that on my Discord, kind of Q&A thing in there, but I thought it can be fucked. Hi Limmy, where'd you get your ideas from? Will we ever do more TV? Aye. How did you come up with Dee Dee? What's your favourite sketch? Do you ever think there's been talk about Vine maybe coming back? Do you think you're looking forward to that? Would you make more Vines? No, I don't really. I could just make them on other video platforms. Did you ever feel that the BBC sort of held you back in some sort of way in terms of like what you could get away with because some of your other stuff's a bit kind of risky and no really, just I kind of knew that I was part of the course type of thing. Yeah. How do you feel about that way? How do you feel about this? Feel that way? Do you think you'll ever? No. No, even if no. Have you ever been asked to say aye, and you've been tempted? No. What's the difference between sort of now and then in terms of this? It's a bit different. Mog, thanks a sub. Aye, go.
Well, that interview certainly adds a new dimension to this whole thing. That is, of course, if Janice is being honest about finding Daniel dead. I honestly don't know. At this point, who knows? All right, I'm going to bring in Rebecca Humphreys, Emma and Charles's kid. Let's see if she can shed any more light on this case. All right, let me go get her.
Okay.
We'll be back up in just a sec. All right.
Okay, bye for now. Okay. Ray, thanks for the sub. Right, you go.
All right, Rebecca, we are recording. Today is September 19th. I am Detective Martin Ruiz, badge number 7621. And with me here today is Rebecca Humphreys. So, Rebecca, can you please spell your first and last name for me?
Yeah, first name is Rebecca. Last name Humphreys, Humphies.
Let the P. How is that
Can you
P?
please acknowledge.
Humphreys. That's your first lie.
That this statement is being video and audio recorded and that you consent to this recording.
Yes, I do.
And lastly, just acknowledge that we have already gone over your rights and that you are willfully making this statement.
Yes, I am.
All right, Rebecca. Let's start with you telling me where you were at the day of Daniel's death.
Yeah, so that day I was over at my dad's house.
So you were at your dad's house, but you don't live with your dad, do you?
No, I don't, but I do stay with him sometimes.
And you were there the whole day?
Yeah, I don't really remember any reason to leave that day.
So can you remind me, how old are you?
I'm 20.
So you're 20.
Mm-hmm.
And you are a student at Fisham Community College, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
So you didn't have any classes that day?
Well, I mean,
Guilty.
yeah, I did, but I had a very important paper that was due for my intro to psych class the next day. So I decided to stay home and focus on that instead, since my other classes weren't important.
Now, your dad, he wasn't at home, right? He was at work?
Yeah, that's right. He usually doesn't get home until late in the evening.
Okay.
So is there anyone that can corroborate that you were at your dad's house the whole day?
I mean, like, sort of. I work at the main coffee shop at the school, and I had texted one of my coworkers asking if he could cover my shift for that day.
So you didn't go to work that day either?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so that doesn't actually, that's not an alibi. Just texting somebody to say you're not going to be in work that day. I don't know why you're trying to make out like that is some sort of alibi. Did you kill your stepfather? It's not really stepped onto them.
Like I said, I wanted to focus on my paper.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question, and please be honest, okay? Please. Do you think that either of your parents had something to do with Daniel's murder?
No, of course not.
Now, I'm not asking you if they killed him, just if they may have possibly had some involvement. Now, based on the history, you don't think that that's possible?
No, absolutely not. No, I know my parents. It's not possible.
Okay. So how long have you been living with Daniel and your mom?
We officially moved in like about a month ago or so.
I don't know. You
my mom
asking?
had practically been like living over there like 3 or 4 months before that.
And you were aware that there had been some domestic issues during that time between Daniel and your mom, correct?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate?
Well, first off, I want to like make sure that you know that the domestic issues, as you put it, weren't happening the whole time that I've been living there. It was kind of all recent, actually.
Sure. Gotcha. So yeah, please continue.
So, like, it's pretty straightforward, but I want to say, like, about a week and a half ago, I was in my room reading, and I heard some screaming and yelling and banging, and I went down to the kitchen, and I found my mom on the floor, crying, and she was just obviously, like, in a lot of pain. And she was grabbing her right arm, and just her and Daniel had gotten into some sort of an argument, and he pushed her to the ground, like, pretty damn hard.
So did you see him push her to the ground?
No, I didn't, but it was pretty obvious that that's what had happened.
Now, is this the only incident that you were aware of?
As far as I know, yeah. That's as far as I'm aware.
Now, this incident landed your mom in the hospital. I mean, she has a dislocated elbow.
Yeah, I know, I'm aware. I know.
You don't think that maybe your mom would want to seek some sort of revenge?
No, my mom wouldn't seek revenge. Like, you do know that she's the one who filed the police report, right?
Yes, I am aware of that.
Okay, so why would she file a police report if she was planning on killing him?
Aha! For that reason. Aha! Finbar, thanks to sub. Finbar Saunders and his double entendres.
She wanted the police to get involved. That's literally the whole reason why she went to the police in the first place. She wanted them to deal with it.
All right, well, then what about your dad?
What about him?
Well, it seems that he and your mom are still on pretty decent terms. I mean, all things considered. It seems that he still cares for her. You don't think that maybe he acted out of a need to protect her?
No, absolutely not.
How can you be so sure?
Because I know my dad, like, that's not even close to the kind of person
They all
he
did that.
is. Like, he's not a murderer. Like, I don't even, like, I can't believe I even have to, like, say that to you.
It's not funny. A man's lost his life.
Look, Rebecca, I know that this can be hard. Okay, I know that, but we have to think logically, right? Now, try to put your personal feelings aside as best as you can, all right? Now, do you really believe that your parents had nothing to do with Daniel's murder?
No, my parents had nothing
No,
to do.
no. You don't believe that had nothing to do with it. Okay? No, that's it. No more questions. Okay, interview over at...
With Daniel's murder. There's no way.
Well, that actually contradicts what you just said there.
All right, fair enough. So look, we're going to take a short break, all right? Just going to ask that you sit here, and I'll be back in just a few, okay?
She'll get done for perjury. If she goes into court and then says, no, I don't believe they had anything to do with it, so that actually contradicts the statement you gave. You were asked, do you believe that they had nothing to do with the murder? And you said no. So that's perjury. And that's like up there with treason.
All right, so there's still a lot to unpack here. But the main thing I really want to know right now is if you think she really believes her parents had nothing to do with Daniel's death. I mean, I know they're her parents and all, but the motivation is pretty easy to spot, especially when it comes to her mom.
Look,
I just can't tell if she's being honest or if she's blowing smoke up our ass. Look it over and tell me what your read is on her. Let me know if you think she really believes they had nothing to do with it. We'll go from there.
see, I've always
Bye.
thought that blowing smoke up somebody's arse means to kind of compliment them in a fake sort of way, just to or either to get something or just compliment them anyway. So I know I'm like really like, you know, blowing smoke up your ass here, but I absolutely love your, you know, DD Go New Yorkers sketch. Does Rebecca really believe her parents had nothing to do with it? Do you want me to go by proof? Phone records and stuff like that, or just by gut? By gut, I think they're on in it. All right, okay. Does Rebecca really believe her parents had nothing to do with the murder? No. No to that negative. Which means yes. Let's go by vibes. I mean, what's the downside? What's the downside? It's going to happen.
Hey, you think she's lying, huh?
Aye. No.
Well, maybe she is. After all, it doesn't take a genius to see how her parents could have a motive, especially her mom.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, I'm not too sure, but I'll trust you on this one.
Don't trust me, I just got a
All right,
feeling.
let me get back in there.
No basing any facts. Okay.
All right, this
Okay.
is a continuation with Rebecca Humphreys. Now, look, Rebecca, after giving it some thought, I am having a very difficult time believing that you can't at least entertain the idea that maybe your parents were involved somehow. Now, you seem like a smart girl. Surely you can see how your parents could have a motive for wanting to see Daniel dead.
No, I don't.
See, what I don't get is you see what a smart wee lassie. You know, you seem like, compared to a lot of other lassies, you actually seem like you're one that's got their head screwed on. You know, some of these dafties you see up the tin and are fucking being sick in the street and their pals holding the hair back and they're being sick. It's fucking clueless. Dafties. Don't you seem like you got a wee... You seem like you got a wee brain in your head there, in between the wee ears. Wee earrings in your wee ears. Got a wee brain there. You look like a clever wee lassie. That's why it's surprising that you can't see this. Something doesn't add up. So what I want to know is, are you a clever wee lassie? Or are you no actually a clever wee lassie? Because a clever wee lassie would start telling me the truth.
Honestly.
Now, are you aware that your dad was seen entering Daniel's house the day of the murder?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we got him on the security cam, literally entering and leaving Daniel's house the morning of his death. So does that change your perspective at all?
If my dad was seen entering the house that day, then I'm sure there's a perfectly good reason as to why. But, I mean, I refuse to believe...
Sorry to pause that. See that? Have you ever looked at some sentences, some grammar, and you don't think about it, you look like that? I'm sure there's a good reason as to why. Right? And do you ever go like that? Hold on. Why are you saying that? What do these words mean? like, I'm sure there's a good reason why. That by itself, right? Or even, I'm sure there's a good reason. But I'm sure there's a good reason why. Right? But I'm sure there's a good reason as to why. What's with the as to? What's that? As to? What do those words mean? As to why? As standing in for relating. Right, so like relating to why. I'm sure there's a good reason. Relating to in a way. Why? In and of itself, that's a bad one. Keep an eye on that one, everybody. I've mentioned that before. It's not in and of itself. Go, why? What do you mean in and of? In and of itself. What do you mean? I'm sure there's a good reason as to why. Just as to.
I believe that the reason why he went into the house was to murder Daniel.
All right, well then what about your mom? You really can't see the possibility that she was seeking revenge?
How many times do I need to say the same thing over and over? I already told you the answer is no. Like, that's not even close to the kind of person that my mom is.
All right, well then, Rebecca, I'm stumped. All right, so why don't you tell me, what do you think happened to Daniel?
I don't know.
Look, I don't know. Okay? I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't.
I don't know.
All right, well, is there anything else that you think you should tell me? Anything at all?
No.
Okay. All right, well then let's give you a break, okay?
It's just, there's a guy lying dead. A guy you knew. And you just say, well, I don't know. And ready to move on with your life. Aye. Shot in the fucking gut. I've had people in here about other crimes and who are nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with that crime, but they are shocked. They're shaken. But what's happened? You just seem to be like, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know. It's not normal. I'm going to ask you straight. Did you kill Daniel? No. Okay.
All right. We've
That's good
heard
enough for
from
me.
everyone that we brought here today. A lot of things still aren't adding up. And we still don't know exactly what happened to Daniel. I think it's time we turn the heat up a bit.
Literally.
Start poking some holes.
Where's the thermostat?
I'm going to start another
That's
round
it.
of questioning. I'll bring Emma in here first. Let's see what happens when we crank it up a bit. I'll be back with her in just a sec.
Bye for now.
All right. Bye.
Now, I'm enjoying this game, right? I'm enjoying I'm enjoying just watching, right? Watching the acting and all the rest of it. But I will say this. It's starting to feel slightly passive. If you know what I mean. I'm starting to feel like I'm just watching videos and going, what do you think of that then? I think they're lying. What do you think of that then? Not got any evidence, but I think they're lying. And what do you think of that? I lack agency, exactly. I can't really prove it, but I think she's maybe lying. And what makes you think that? What makes you think she thinks her mom did have something to do with the murder? Just probably did. I can imagine. Maybe she would maybe think that. Maybe. Anything at all? Any text messages saying, I think it might... Was this you, Mum? Just that you said it didn't even cross your mind, but there we got a text saying that a message saying that you did suspect and you asked her directly. You know, it's nothing like that. There's nothing to check out. There's nothing to go like that. That way, that. Not even the camera stuff is really making much of a difference. Like, see when the neighbour went to the house with the envelope, supposedly, I went in and all that, it was never brought up that you didn't have any envelopes on you. I mean, we could see your hands are empty. Nothing appears to be in the pockets. People don't really carry stuff in the front pocket. That's where it was. That wasn't mentioned, so it's like it doesn't really... Text message records, but it's not really making much of a difference.
All right, this is a continuation with Emma Richardson. Now, Emma, I've been giving some thought regarding your whereabouts on the day of Daniel's murder. And just to be clear, you were at the Best Day Motel the entire day. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So you didn't leave at all, not even to get food or anything like that?
Actually, I did leave the motel that morning. It was quick, though.
Shodan Shootman, thanks for gifting the 10 subs. Rit on time, thanks for the sub. Hello there in Darwin. Skuldlocks, thanks for the sub. Hello there in Sydney. Shodan is the #1 gift subber of this week so far. And 10 of yous now don't have to pay for a sub. Ad-free viewing. I hope to see you return if you've just drifted in. If you've been given that sub randomly, you must return.
I went to get breakfast at the diner across the street from the motel. I got the food to go, and then I went back to the motel and stayed there the rest of the day.
So around what time did you go to the diner?
It was early, probably around 7.
Around 7. So you did not leave the motel at all any time after getting that breakfast around 7 a.m.?
No, I did not.
Now, did you eat dinner?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so then how was it that you got your dinner that day?
Charles stopped by that evening to bring me dinner.
Oh, that's very kind of him.
Yes, it was.
So what time did he stop by?
I believe it was around 6-ish.
Around 6-ish. Now, did Charles bring you anything else?
I've got a feeling.
Like what?
Like anything besides the dinner itself.
This is the feeling I'm getting.
I don't think so.
And you're sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure.
All right, so I'm going to assume that if I were to stop by that diner and talk to some of the folks there, that someone who was working that morning would be able to verify that you were indeed there getting your breakfast around 7 a.m. Does that sound right?
I believe so, yes.
All right, well, let's assume that someone from the diner can verify you were there that morning, and let's also assume that Charles can corroborate that he did bring you dinner that evening. Is there anyone else that can account for your time, say, between the hours of 7:30 a.m. and 6 p.m. that day?
No, I don't think so.
There's no one at all.
No one I can think of.
All right, so just to make sure that I have this clear, you definitely did not go to Daniel's house at all the day that he was killed. Is that correct?
That's right.
So see, based on what I have so far, it seems to me that either Janice or Charles committed this murder. In fact, maybe the two of them even worked together. You know, I don't know.
Why would you say that?
Well, because Emma, the two of them were both seen entering and leaving Daniel's house the same day that he was killed.
But that doesn't make any sense. I mean, neither of them would do something like that.
Emma, how can you be so sure of
Be
that?
surprised.
Well, in Janice's case, she had no reason to do such a thing. She hardly even knew Daniel.
Right, but she knows you. And she knows what you've been through. I am sure that Janice can empathize with you. You don't think so?
Janice is on probation. She's been through a really difficult and unfortunate situation. She served her time and she has a good life now. You think she would screw all that up for some guy she hardly knows? Or me, her neighbor?
Honestly, I don't know.
Well, she wouldn't.
All right, well then what about Charles?
Can I have some game
Because he was also seen entering Daniel's house.
with my short film?
And we have already established that you are clearly someone important enough in his life to look out for. I mean, maybe he was, trying to care for you. Maybe, protect you.
Charles is not a killer. Does he care for me? Yes, and I care for him too. We've known each other for a really long time. But it's just not in his character to do something like that. He would never kill someone, or even think about doing something like that, for that matter. It's just not who he is.
All right, Emma, give me a second, okay? I'll be right back.
What, you're going to fucking phone me and say, what do you think? And then I go, aye, she's telling the truth or she's lying. Based on fuck all, by the way. What is it based on fuck all?
Well, I don't think this is adding up at all.
Do you know?
I feel like we must have some evidence that contradicts her statement. Can you look over everything and see if you can find a clear contradiction? That'll add a lot more weight when I go back in there.
Well, I don't need to.
Give me a call when you got something.
I don't need to, and I'll tell you why. Oh, here we go. Finally! 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 The game held me. Because I was ready to just go like that. If it thought I was going to look through that, not actually select anything, just read it. Come back and go, aye, she's contradicted herself. Yes, that's what I thought. Okay, I'm going to head back in there. Okay, so we found out that you've contradicted yourself. I thought it was going to be that. Like, why is he asking if there's nothing? Zant and JT thinks of some bits. The Jenks hat isn't here anymore. I think it's binned. Right, here we go. Right, so. Find one piece of contradictory evidence from the most recent interview. Well, alright, so I'd have to watch that. Right. Right, now we're actually getting somewhere. Now, she said that she went to that place at 7 and then Daniel brought her dinner or something on the day that he was killed, which was, they believe, to be the 12th of the 9th. 12th of September, because remember, Americans have got this thing. Daniel Murphy, the 12th, down the bottom. Oh no, that's Daniel. Rebecca. Right. There's no. That's who? That's the door. Right. This one, Emma. On the 12th. Right. Let me see. Name, recipient. Right. Charles to Emma on that morning of the killing. Are you going to be at the motel later? Yeah, why? Need to talk to you. Okay, stop by whenever. Sounds good. I'll be there at around 6. Sounds good. Charlie boy. Going to it, yeah. Sounds good. About 6. Says he'll be there at 6. Was that 9 o'clock I heard? Right, hold on. Go on there.
All right, this is. So I'm going to assume that if I were to stop by that diner and talk to some of the folks there, that someone who was working that morning would be able to verify that you were indeed there getting your breakfast around 7 a.m. Does that sound right?
Right.
There's no one at all. Evening. Is there anyone else breakfast around 7 a.m.? Does that sound right?
I believe so, yes.
All right, well, let's assume that someone from the diner can verify
Right.
you were there that morning. And let's also assume that Charles can corroborate that he did bring you dinner that evening.
Right.
Is there anyone else that can account for you who definitely did not go to Daniel's house at all the day that he was killed? Is that correct?
That's right.
So see, based on what I have so far,
Uh-huh.
it seems to me that either
But that doesn't make anything. She hardly. Janice is on probation. She's been through a really difficult and unfortunate situation.
Right, well, listen.
She served her time and she has a good life now.
Contradictory evidence. Going back. To let's say, oh shit.
all right, Janice.
No, wait.
Recording.
Pause. Find one piece of contradictory evidence from the most recent interview. Right, the most recent interview. All in, as in, this is the most recent interview that I have done. Or, that's their most recent interview, that's their most recent interview. Which one do you think? From the most recent interviews, would that say? If it was everybody's most recent interviews, probably that one. Right, so she said, right, right. So that's the day before the killing. This is the real game now. This is the real game. That's the day before. This is the day of. So she said she went in, saw the body, right? She heard the shot. That looks all fucking for real. This one here. Wait a minute. Oh no. What's the 9 o'clock thing? This is on the day. What was... She mentioned something to do with 9 o'clock. Did you know?
Day, is that correct?
Yeah.
Dinner. It was dinner, wasn't it?
So you didn't leave at all, not even to get food or anything like that?
Actually, I did leave the motel that morning. It was quick though. I went to get breakfast at the diner across the street from the motel.
Okay.
I got the food to go, and then I went back to the motel and stayed there the rest of the day.
Okay.
So around what time did you go to the diner?
It was early.
About 7, right?
Okay, so then how was it that you got your dinner that day?
Charles stopped by that evening to bring me dinner.
Oh, that's very kind of him.
Yes, it was.
So what time did he stop by?
I believe it was around 6-ish.
Bastard.
Around 6-ish. Now, did Charles bring you anything else?
Like what?
Anything else?
And talk to some of the folks there that someone
Right.
will assume that Charles can corroborate that he did bring.
Right.
No.
Charles.
In fact, maybe the two of them even work together. You know, I don't know.
Charles. So we're looking for something that contradicts her just simply saying.
Why would you say something like that?
Emma, how can you be so sure of that?
Well, in Janice's case, she had no reason to do such a thing. She hardly even knew Daniel.
Right. But she knows you. And she knows what you've been through.
Right.
You think she would screw all that up for some guy she hardly knows?
So it looks like the main thing that is I could possibly contradict, that I could possibly try to find, is the 7 a.m. breakfast, the 6 o'clock dinner that Charles brought her. That's it. So if I see what Charlie Boy has said, Charlie.
This is a continuation.
I don't believe what exactly.
Well, I don't believe that you really feel that there is no way that Emma could be connected.
Forget about that. Charlie Boy.
All right, Charles, we are recalling your first and last name for me.
Okay.
Charlie Boy, what happened on the day?
Why were you seen entering Daniel's house the day of his death?
Well, I was doing a favor for Emma, right? I went there to pick up some items that she had forgotten, right? She didn't want to enter that house again, so I went there for her.
And what sort of items were you picking up?
It was like some...
Personal items, right? Grabbed the bag and
I
left.
just assumed he wasn't home, but... Look, I didn't even go in the house. I just went in the entryway, I grabbed Emma's bag, and I left. That's it.
Right?
Now, are you aware that Daniel had been...
Right.
Possibility, yeah.
So tell me about Emma.
You know, I'm not going to...
So do you
listen.
still stay in touch with her?
It's not like we're best friends or anything like that, but we have a daughter together, so yeah. We are in touch from time to time.
And do you still care for her? So you're telling me that you did not kill Daniel when you went inside that house?
No, of course not. Look, I told you I didn't even see the guy, but if I did, I'm not going to kill him.
Right, hold on.
Kill Daniel, okay? That is a fact. Now, we know that Emma...
Right, listen. Listen. The fact is, on the day of the killing, what we think is the day of the killing, the 12th, almost 9 o'clock in the morning, she says she thought she heard a gunshot, right? She runs air, goes in, there he's fucking lying there. Deed. She doesn't know what to do, she just fucking scarpers, right? Then he comes round, about half an hour later, he's in there for fucking ages and leaves with a bag, right? So, if that's true what she said before, I mean, why would she fucking lie? Unless there's something really kind of complicated about it. She is at the very least admitting to seeing a fucking dead body. Why would she completely make that up? So let's say she saw it, right? He's went in and he's no fucking... He would have seen it as well. If that's the case, there might be some other reason. But anyway...
Emma? Been really worried about you. Are you leaving him? Are you all right?
We can talk later. I gotta go.
Are you sure? Did something now just happen?
Look, I said we can talk later. I gotta go.
Okay, I got you. You go ahead. I'll get the suitcase.
Okay. Okay.
Right. Fucking anything could have happened. He could be lying in there dead right now. The day before he's meant to have died. No, I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Because I'd have to watch all these videos again. The whole interview, some of these interviews are like 5 minutes long. Five. And then there's this here. Emma, let's say the day before. Right. I don't know. I don't know. Do the interviews not have transcripts to scan over? I don't think so. Right. Can any use think Kieran and It's Handcakes and Nate, thanks for subs. Thank you very much. Thanks for mistakenly. Then anybody? Statements. So I could, one piece of contradictory, so all she said in the most recent interview is oh wait. The dinner. She said he didn't bring anything other than dinner. He said he took a bag. Well, what I can do is this, look. I'm just going to do that, right? Oh, no, that doesn't seem to... Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to fuck it. I'm just going to risk just going like that. There you go. That there. No, he's... That, him taking that bag of stuff, doesn't he? Did he say, oh, just dinner? Right, you know what I'm going to do? Fuck it. Aha!
Hello? Yes, that's it. Kinda hard to argue that Charles isn't capable of murder, or at least thinking about it when you have him on video literally threatening to kill someone.
All right.
That is good stuff. All right, let me show her this and see what sort of explanation she has.
She didn't know that, though.
Good.
She didn't know that.
Back in there. Hang tight.
She didn't know that. If she said in that interview, no, Charles wouldn't do something like that, he couldn't. She doesn't. She's never seen him like that. Gone up to some guy and going, I'll fucking kill you. What chance have you got? What chance have I got?
All right, this is another continuation with Emma Richardson. Now, Emma, you had told me earlier, and I'm paraphrasing.
It's going to be 5 minutes of this.
Along the lines of Charles not being capable of committing murder or even thinking about it. Does that ring a bell?
Yep, I said that.
All right, I want you to do me a favor and turn your attention to the TV here. I want you to take a look at this.
Did you hear that?
Look, I don't know what she told you, but I didn't lay a finger on her. Oh, shut up and cut that shit! I know you did. You already got to get out, kid. I won't fucking kill you. You understand? No, whatever. I don't like you. You got that.
What kind of dental floss thing here?
So what do you think now?
I know how it looks, but surely you can see he's not being literal. Yes, he's angry and obviously trying to scare the shit out of Daniel. But to think he literally meant what he said, it's absolutely ludicrous.
Is it really?
It's a figure of speech. Obviously, Charles is not a murderer.
Emma, I am showing you clear proof right here that Charles threatened to kill Daniel. Now that absolutely makes him a suspect, and it shows clear intent. Now, I hear you when you say that you think Charles isn't a murderer. But Emma, what actual proof do you have that Charles did not kill Daniel? And I mean real proof, not just your thoughts and feelings.
I don't have any actual proof.
Do you need to prove it?
There you go.
That's not how the law works.
That right there is the problem. All right, that is a big problem that I need to get to the bottom of.
No, for me, you need to prove it.
So look, we are going to put a pause on this for now.
So by works, mate.
I need to speak to Charles again. All right?
Okay.
I'm about to make a controversial decision, everybody. I'm about to waste your time and bin this game.
All right. I think we're making some progress here. Time will tell. You did a good job finding the right evidence. So now,
thanks.
Let's see what Charles has to say. I'm going to get him back in here. I'll talk to you in a few.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because there's only so many 3-4 minute videos I can watch. YouTube the ending.
All right, this is another continuation with Charles Humphreys. So Charles, I want to revisit your relationship with Daniel.
I mean, sure, but like I told you before, there wasn't much of a relationship. I only met the guy a few times.
So when was the last time that you saw him?
Probably a few months ago, maybe.
Oh, hey, good,
sure.
Good stuff.
So you didn't see him on September 11th?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I do remember that now. Yeah, I saw him that morning. That's right. I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
See, Charles, I don't know how you could forget that.
What do you mean?
Well, Charles, we have security cam video that shows you violently threatening him. In fact, Charles, we can take a look at that right now.
All right.
You don't need to show me that.
Can we pull that up?
Charles, I just want to refresh your memory, okay? Seeing as though that you forgot. So please, indulge me, okay? Take a look.
All right. Charles, don't look away, mate.
Look, I don't know what she told you, but I didn't lay a
Charles, mate.
Oh, shut up and cut that shit! I know you did. We already got to get out, kid.
Shame on you, Charles.
No, whatever.
Shame.
So, Charles, is it coming back to you now?
Yeah.
Charles, you are seen here threatening Daniel's life, all right? Now, that is pretty damn serious. Especially considering the fact that the man whose life that you threatened, well, he was found killed the very next day.
What's that, right, Charlie
I know
Charlie
how
boy?
it looks, but I swear that was just an empty threat. I didn't mean it literally.
Right, listen.
But I was pissed, man. He laid hands on Emma, and I wanted him to know that I wasn't going to put up with that shit, period.
So you had no intentions of actually following through.
Here's what I'm going to do. Here's my plan. I'm going to watch to the end of this wee bit here. See what happens. All right. Phone call. Ah, well, so he admitted to that, but we still don't have any proof. See if there's any other evidence. Maybe click on one or two other wee things. And then when a new video starts, maybe just go, you know what, fuck it. And jump out. And I'm going to go straight onto YouTube and we're going to see how this fucking ends. That's that.
No, I wasn't actually going to kill him. But yeah, if he hurt Em again, I would have probably went there and kicked his ass. But no, I wasn't actually going to kill him.
Okay, fair enough. So let's talk about your other visit to Daniel's house, okay? The next day, the day that he was actually killed.
Yeah, sure. What more do you want to know?
Well, you went there to gather some of Emma's personal belongings based on her request, right?
Yes, that's right.
Listen.
And I'm assuming that you were able to get everything that you were sent there to get. Is that also correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So when did you actually bring these items to Emma?
Later that night.
At the motel?
Yes, at the motel.
What time?
And you had also brought her dinner as well that evening, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
No, I didn't.
So Charles, when you were actually inside of Daniel's house gathering these items, how long would you say that you were in there for?
It's pretty quick, maybe a minute.
Yay! He was in for about 4 minutes.
Yep. Well, I just went into the house and grabbed a bag that was right at the entryway and then left.
So you had no reason to look around the house at all?
No, not at all.
Bye.
All right, Charles, well, let me process this, okay, for a little bit. So we'll take a short break and I will...
Right, so now we can actually play a game with the contradictions, because I'll be able to take his most recent interview and select the video cam, that there, where he was in for about 5 fucking minutes.
All right.
Martin, mate, he's lying.
Guy's story. I'm gonna need you to find some.
I can find it, mate.
Let's nail this guy hard. All right.
Fucking will nail him hard as fuck, mate. Hard and fast.
Thanks.
50 rapid body right up with fucking Ronson. Right. There. Trev draws, Captain Wow. Iran, thanks to subs. That's your fucking evidence. Oh, 2 pieces. All right, 2 pieces. In fact, it's a fucking dead body lying there. How about that? Get to fuck. What she said. She said she saw a fucking dead body. He goes in after her. He said he was only in for a wee fucking minute. All right, two. All right, and that and that. What? The first one, how?
Hey. There it is. There it is. Fantastic work.
Better call Saul.
Yes, he is clearly in the house for way longer than just a minute.
And the other thing.
And yeah, you're right. Emma stated that he only brought her food the night of Daniel's death. She made it pretty clear that he didn't bring her anything else. So why would he go through the trouble of getting her personal items and then not actually give them to her? That makes no sense at all. All right, let's get the show back up and running. We need answers. Talk soon. Bye.
Bye for now, okay? Oh, he is going to fry. Aye, he's going to get the chair for this. They all.
All right, this is a continuation with Charles Humphreys. Now, Charles, I want you to take a look at this footage right here, okay?
Right, but you've got it. You'll skip through it, won't
What am
you?
I looking for exactly?
Well, you can clearly see that that's you at the front of Daniel's house, correct?
Aye, that's me.
Yes, I can see that.
Uh-huh.
So can you look up there and tell me what is the date?
The day that you said.
September 12th.
Right, and the time? What does that say?
9:28.
9:27 a.m.
So 9:27 a.m. All right. Now let's fast forward through this.
That's what I said.
Jump to about right about here.
Do you know how long that took
All
there?
right, now, can we agree that this is you leaving Daniel's house that same morning?
Yes, it is.
So again, can you look up there and tell me the time?
But you went at 9:27.
It's 9:31 a.m.
So 9:31 a.m.
27,
Now see,
28,
Charles, you told me
29.
that you were in
30.
Daniel's house for no more than 1 minute. Okay, now I'm showing you the security cam video that shows that you were in there for about 3 to 4 minutes. Now, Charles, I can't understand why
Charlie
it
boy.
would take 3 to 4 minutes to simply go inside of the house,
A shite.
grab a bag that's right there in the entryway, and then leave. So, Charles, can we cut the bullshit? All right, why did you go inside this house? And more importantly, what were you doing in this house? And this time, Charles, please, do not lie to me.
I needed a shite
Look,
and I
don't know
needed
if
a
you're
wank.
aware, but Daniel threatened Emma at gunpoint the day before he died. Now, obviously, this guy was unstable, but I didn't know he had a gun in the house.
So how did you find out about the gun?
Emma told me, and I was afraid Daniel was going to flip out again and actually use the gun to hurt Emma. So I decided to go over to the house and see if he was there. But when I got there, his car wasn't in the driveway. So I thought I could go in the house and find the gun and take it from him.
All right, so just to be clear, the reason that you went to the house was to find this gun.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
And when I went in the house, I immediately went into their bedroom thinking that's where it would be. But instead, I find the guy lying there dead.
Oh,
and
right.
the gun is in his hand, too. You know, I panicked. I didn't know what to do. You know, I remember they had the security cam out front.
We're closing in.
So that freaked me out, right? And I knew it was going to look bad, me coming in the house and this guy being dead. So I quickly kind of came up with this plan to grab some of Emma's stuff and put it in this bag. So it seemed like I had a reason to be there.
So this whole thing was just a
Right.
performance for the security cam?
Right.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it.
Okay, she's a liar.
Well, I guess that does make sense.
That's perjury.
Emma, she stated that the only thing that you brought her that evening was dinner.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's stupid and I'm sorry. But
Oh,
I
no,
don't
no.
have any
That's not going to
connection
cut
to death. I mean, the whole situation makes it look like I did it. Hell, I don't even know if you believe what I'm saying. And I know it sounds crazy,
I
but
don't.
it's the truth.
Do you know how many murderers
All right,
have
so
come through here
if
saying
your
it's the
intent
truth?
was to go there
Believe
to
me.
find this gun. Then why do you look so confused when you first arrived?
Honestly, that's what I'm still confused about. Because I went to reach for the spare key, it wasn't there. So I thought I'd try the door anyway, and to my surprise, it was already unlocked.
So who do you think could have taken that spare key?
Honestly, I have no clue. I mean, I know it wasn't me, and it definitely wasn't Rebecca, because she has her own keys to the house, so I don't
Right.
know. And I don't know why they would left the door unlocked. That doesn't make any sense either. But what I do know is that it's obvious that somebody was there before me. They took the spare key, and they went through the front door.
Well, what about the camera? Is the camera not going to show that?
All right. Well, Charles, we're going to give you a break, all right? You can step out of here for now.
The camera not show that? Was it her that did it? Was it her that used the key?
Hey, I think that went well.
Aye, yeah, yeah.
Quite a story, though. You know, I'm still not sure who to believe at this point in time. That being said, he did hit the nail on the head. Someone was absolutely there before him, and we know exactly who that was.
Aye.
Now we got both Janice and Charles
Yeah.
saying they arrived at the house that morning, and both claim they found Daniel already dead.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I am not too sure I buy that. Now, I can see Charles's possible motivation for killing Daniel, but Janice's is a little unclear. I mean, maybe she was triggered by seeing another woman she knew dealing with a similar type of abuse that she experienced? I don't know. Well, regardless, we gotta move forward.
Just got to keep moving
I
forward.
want to hear more from Janice. I'll grab her now. We'll be back up in just a sec.
Right, everybody. First of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to YouTube and I'm possibly going to just go straight to the fucking end here, right? Right, I'm possibly binning the game. But what I want to just check first is how long does this go on for? So, what's it called again? Case files behind closed doors. Case files behind closed doors. No commentary, right? Platinum trophy. Streamed. Somebody streaming their face on it and everything. Live gameplay. Demo. No commentary. This isn't looking good. Right. If I pop to this one.
Looking back, I can see.
Right, if I go about there, right? Halfway through, hold on.
Who would say that?
We know she was the first person seen on camera entering the house, and we know that she and Emma have a relationship in which both of them look out for one another.
Right.
Now, what we don't know for sure is if Daniel was indeed already dead by the time she entered the house.
Right. Right. So that's, I'm probably, I've yet to get to that, but unless, let's see.
Is there anyone that may have seen you either enter or leave your dad's house on that day?
I don't know.
So I've got about another.
There's no way for me to tell if somebody had seen me on that day.
No, I've got about another hour and a fucking half. 2 hours. About another hour and a half. If I was to absolutely, this is a platinum trophy walkthrough, mind you. I don't know if that means that you got to get every fucking video, get everything correct and all that sort of shit. But that's me doing that. Was it pausing the game? Was it fucking talking? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So here's what I'm going to do, everybody. I'm going to skip forward, and we're about to see the ending and conclusion of this game. Okay? Alright. Because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Here we go. 45 minutes wasted. Let's go 3/4 of the way through.
Your own hands, okay? I would understand that. Hell, a lot of people in your situation.
Right.
He assaulted me, and then he threatened to kill me. Those aren't supposed theories. Those are facts. They actually happened. So please be more respectful with how you choose your words, because
Right.
how you're framing it right now is...
Right, let's go all the way.
And why would you say that?
Look, as you just mentioned, Janice went in the house before me. I mean, she could literally say anything she wants to clear her name. There are no witnesses. I mean, she could be lying about seeing someone flee. I mean, what proof do you have that any of this actually happened? What, Janice's word? Do you think a convicted murderer is going to tell the truth?
All right.
Of course not. They're going to lie about everything. I mean, why in the world would you believe anything that she has to say? I mean, what has she done to earn your trust?
Right.
Well, honestly, nothing.
Right, hold on. Oh.
It's maybe.
Right, listen.
All right. Well, look, Charles, you don't have to.
Right, here we go.
Now we're almost done.
We're almost done. You're almost at the door. You're almost at the door, Charles. You're almost at the door, mate. That's it. You're free to go. That's you. Out you go, mate. Bye for now. All right. It's just. Just one more thing. Why did you put your jacket in the laundry that day? What? You spilled some food on it when you had dinner that day. That's fine. Just wondering. Okay. S. Clark, thanks for the sub. I can remember the name. Of course I can fucking remember the name. It just slipped my mind. Kenroy, thanks for the sub. Thanks, Colin. Thank you. Did I tell you, everybody, that... So we're going to get the conclusion. Did I tell you that there was somebody... I was up the town. My son Daniel, he went away into this thing that he goes to on Saturday, and I got chatting with a guy outside it who I recognised, and he went, all right, oh, does your son go to this as well? It's called, thanks to fucking double sub, thank you very fucking much. The glasses thing, so the glasses things that anybody didn't know, I was chatting with this guy outside, I went, I was like, fuck, who is this guy? And I knew him. I recognised his face. He recognised me. And I was like, all right, aye, he's in it as well. How long have you been gone for? Aye, yep, aye. How's things? Aye, good, yourself? And I'm like, how do I know this guy? How the fuck do I know this guy? Like, I know him. I recognise his face. I couldn't remember. Just chatting away to him. And I was thinking... does he work in a pub? Is he something to do with Donny? It's like I got chat with the other place. Is it something to do with school? Does he stay around the corner for me? I was just chatting away and he said, oh, you still doing this streaming or something like that? And I says, what? And I said to him, he said something to do with his work. And I said, what is it you do? He went, IT. And I remember thinking, was I meant to know that? Is that like me actually asking, like, Donny, what is it you do anyway? Where is it you work? What do you fucking mean, where do I work? Company that we fucking started. She said IT, I did think, was I meant to know that? I thought, is he looking at me like, do you mean where do I work? You fucking hang. What do you mean, what do I do? And that was that. And then, I know I've told some of this before, but he was wearing these specs. And I said, actually, see the specs you're wearing? I was actually looking at a pair of the day, which I was. That's about a month ago. I was going to get a pair of specs and they look kind of like that. And we're talking about his specs. And I tried them on just to see what they look. And I took a picture of myself, right, just to see what it looked like. And that was it. And then I gave him his specs back. And then I just, because after it, I was like, who is that guy? I thought, do I know him through Donny? And I messaged Donny and I said, I just got chatting with somebody who might or might not be somebody that you know. I don't know. And I described him and I said, and he wears specs like these. And I sent him the picture. He said, is it Thingy? And he said his name. I went, maybe, I don't know. And then Donny sent me a picture of that guy at some like party or some sort of event. There he is, like that. Kind of like in the background of some picture, but he's just sort of cropped it like that. I was like, fucking messaging back. That's him. That's him. So it is. It's a guy that I've met twice whilst being in some sort of night out or birthday party or something like that with Donnie. Twice. Maybe even just once. I might actually know him for fucking 40s mail. Like on Donnie's Facebook fucking years ago, just that, you know, that they go to lots of things and get together lots of times and all that. And I was looking at pictures, I kept maybe seeing him. I maybe mainly know him through the fucking 40s rather than just meeting him. Anyway, so that was maybe about a month ago. So I bumped into him again, same place, on Saturday there. I was chatting with him and I says, listen, I don't know if Donnie mentioned it to you or no, but I can't remember who the fuck you were. He's kind of laughing. I said, honestly, I was, it was almost that kind of dementia fucking thing, because I was like, how do I fucking know you? You could have been a guy that stayed opposite my you know, like across the fucking road from me. I couldn't work it out. I was like, are you like my neighbour? My mind just fucking went. And then I told that whole story about messaging Dawn. It says, so I know who you're now, and we're having a fucking laugh. Because I think he said, I mean, we've only met once or twice. And that was it. That was it. So, I came out with it. That's it.
Okay, that went.
Got a great story,
well,
thanks. Harry Stalkers, thanks for gifting that sub.
I guess. But now we got both he and Emma wanting to lawyer up. I think we're at the end of our rope here.
Right.
We need to make a decision. There is a lot to consider here. Many possibilities.
Right.
You've got plenty of evidence and footage.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
let me know who you think.
Okay. Who killed Daniel Murphy? Rebecca.
Hey.
Trophy 15 out of 16 unlocked. Case closed.
You know, I actually think you hit the nail on the head here.
15 out of 16 unlocked. Case.
Oh, it's a fucking some text-to-speech fucking achievement.
Hey.
Trophy 15 out of 16 unlocked. Case closed.
You know, I actually think you hit the nail on the head here. I do trust your judgment.
Thank you.
And even though she doesn't seem like she has it in her, it really does seem that she's the one that killed him.
Seem.
Now, I know you looked everything over carefully, so I'm sure you have a fairly decent picture of what actually happened. Even if there are a few holes that still need to be filled.
Okay.
Between you and me, okay?
Okay, what?
Considering everything that went down with her mom and Daniel, and the reasons Rebecca would have for killing him, it's still most likely murder. She may be able to get out of this in court, but she could very well end up in prison for a very long time. And honestly, I'm not sure that she deserves that.
Right.
Her life could be ruined at such a young age. Now, what I'm about to say can get us in some pretty deep shit. Maybe even fired.
Or jailed.
But I can always claim that we didn't find enough probable cause to make an arrest. We can let her go home. And if we're pushed to continue the investigation later, well, then we'll deal with it at that time. But for now, we can let her go. I'm really not sure what to do here. This whole situation is just
Seek the death
really
penalty.
complicated. Now, your decision-making has been great so far, so I'll follow your lead on this one as well. Think things over. Give me a call back and let me know if you want to move forward with charging Rebecca, or if you want me to let her go. I'm willing to accept responsibility for our actions, regardless of what we do. Just be prepared to do the same. All right, talk to you soon.
Okay. I would say this. I'd say this. This is my judgment. I don't know. I think maybe this person gets it done. I don't know. This is my judgment. Do I think Rebecca, the daughter, should walk free. If there's an abusive husband or boyfriend to her ma, and I don't know what else he maybe did to her, I'm not sure. They are really, as a casual person on the street, if I heard, did you know this guy was a fucking prick, was abusive and all that, so the daughter shot him and she got away with it. The court, there wasn't any evidence. Would I walk about going like that? But justice hasn't been served. I mean, I know what he did was terrible, but, can he go about killing people? No, I'd be like that. She's all right. Ha ha. I'd be quite happy that the guy's dead. As a casual human. Casual. Right? Casual. Don't try and get around my fucking modern thing with saying Celtic. I'll tell you why. Because once Celtic's allowed and Rangers are allowed, you get cunts talking about fucking Rangers and Celtic and all hell breaks loose. That's why. Right. But if we're going by the law, if we're going by the law, then justice must be served through the courts. If we care. And if we don't, and if we think the system's fucked and doesn't serve the people and know that the law has been broken, then that's fair enough. But let's not give a fuck about any of it. Me personally, as a casual person, I don't recognise the law. I see the law as something to evade and just something that's for other people. I think the law is for other people. Always. The law, as far as you're concerned, is for other people. It's for me. No for you. See, me, it's not for me. It's for yous. See, for yous, it's no for yous. It's for them. You decide yourself. Is this right or wrong? Is this the right thing or the wrong thing? And that's it. The downside of that is, what if you're a fucking evil, horrible bastard? We need these laws to threaten you with bad things. Threaten you with the jail and that kind of thing. Of course, the jail isn't a bad thing these days. PlayStation fucking 6, Grand Theft Auto 10. A swimming pool and a pool table in the pool. And a pool in the pool table. A pool in the pool table. And then that. That's it. Imagine some law came in or something that you didn't agree with. That you thought was wrong. There's laws right now that are probably wrong. And there's laws that have been in the past that were wrong. There's laws that will come in that are wrong. According to your own personal code. Don't think anybody can really truly say whatever the law is, that's right. No chance. No chance. You might think, I know, but we've got to kind of go along with it, otherwise the whole fucking thing's fucked. We just try and perfect it and make it better and all that, and hope that things, but if we don't follow the rules, just the whole thing fucking breaks down. Got the whole system, democracy, vote for a party that you like, they'll bring in the laws that they said they're going to bring in if you vote for them. They bring something in. If you don't like them, you vote for the other lot. If it's a two-party fucking country and not these other parties kind of get a look in, you can bring in some referendum to try and change the system so it's proportional. That happened. People didn't want it. Etc. 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 It's a mess. So what I'm going to say about her is this. If I was just a person out there on the street, I'd go like, good on her. But I'm meant to be doing a job here. I'm meant to be doing a job. I'm meant to be carrying out the law. I'm meant to be enforcing the law, investigating. I'm meant to be doing that. Whether I agree with it or no. Whether I agree with the law or no. It's my job to do these things. That's my job. And you could say, right, so you're going to do that whether it's right or wrong. You're going to obey the law, and even if the law's wrong and bad, you're going to do it anyway like a fucking robot. Aye. You know why? Because they might picture a law that you think's a really good law. That keeps people fucking safe and equal and things like that. But you've got some other fucking copper who's like, well, you know what? They're fucking about with the law. They're sort of no, fucking dotting I's and crossing the T's when it's a law that they don't agree with, my fellow detective. So I'm not going to do it either. And everybody gets to pick and choose. I'm not going to really bother chasing that up. What's that? Some far right guy got fucking done for fucking setting fire to this and that. You know what? The guy's got a point. You know what I mean? He's allowed to, let off some steam. How's about we just make this go away? No. 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 It's my job to just make this happen. If people don't like the law, they can go to the local polling station and they can put the cross next to the party that they want to win, to bring in whatever the laws are. It's called a democracy. Is it perfect? Far from it. But what's the alternative? Is that what you want? Then we've got a problem. But is it democracy manifest? But the bigger thing is, do you know what makes life wonderful and people wonderful? We're all individuals. And even though I should go with the system, follow it through, do all that, and it gets changed to the system, nothing works. Nothing works anywhere, and it never will. Never. Nothing ever works. And never will. That frees us up to make our own decisions. So I'm going to do what I fucking want. Because you better believe it. I could follow the rules. See the bastards. They won't be following the rules. We've all got to follow the rules. You do what you do and you just don't get caught. Long Crab, Harry Stalker, thanks to subs. He slipped up and shot himself in the face 15 times. So I would say there's no evidence. Not enough evidence. How would you like it though if one of your fellow detectives let some really bad guy away because they didn't follow it through because they agreed with that bad guy. Oh, well, I'm balancing it out then. Thank you for reminding me. Do I charge her, yes or no?
Trophy 16 out of 16 unlocked. Perfectionist. Platinum trophy unlocked.
Horrible bastard! Whoever played this!
Hey. Okay, let's charge Rebecca.
Jury's can acquit based on morality. Aye, leave it to the system. I mean, what is it you're actually saying when you're deciding? Do you know? I think what she did was right, shooting that guy, even though it's against the law, and I'm in fucking law enforcement. Do you know what? I'm just going to kind of like no bother chasing it up. Don't you want it going to a trial where a jury of their peers selected from the people decide? No you, the people decide. Where the laws are brought in democratically by the people and a jury of people in court, they decide how this is going to go. And you're thinking, no, I decide. I decide. You're no more than a dictator. You're no more than a fascist. You're simply saying, I'm not leaving it to the people to decide. I'm an expert on this matter, and the experts should be the people who lead, not the people. The people who I deem to be the best at it. Am I right? She should face a jury of her peers. I think she should get out. I think she should walk. But who am I to decide? Who am I to decide? Who am I to decide fucking like, that one, they're getting done for that. They're no getting done. No, they're alright. You know what? Fuck, I'm not going to bother chasing that up. The people. See the person who decided to do that, good on them. The power goes to the people. Everyone should get one murder, says Oscillating Todger. But you'd be hard enough. You know what would happen? You'd either murder somebody too quickly and then later on go, fuck, I wish I held it for this cunt. Or you would leave it too late. You'd be like, imagine you got fucking told you got 1 year to live, and you look back and all the cunts you could have fucking killed, and you're like, there's nobody I want to fucking kill. I'm alright with everybody now. You could sell it. It'd be good if you could sell it. Sell your murder. Sell your murder to gangsters. Your free murder.
I'm with you. Like I said earlier, I think you hit the nail on the head here. All the evidence really does point to her. It's just unfortunate that she's gone and screwed up her life at such a young age. But I guess actions do have consequences, right?
Well, jury of appeals.
I'm sure this was a hard decision to make. I respect your judgment.
Oh, shut up.
Sometimes we just got to do what's right, no matter the circumstance.
I'm not saying it's right.
I get it. All right, let me grab Rebecca and formally charge her. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Now, here we go.
All right, this is a continuation with Rebecca Humphreys. So look, Rebecca, after reviewing all of the evidence and the statements made today, I am officially charging you with the murder of Daniel Murphy. Now, Rebecca, did you hear what I just said to you?
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is there anything else that you would like to add to your statement today before we take you into custody?
I didn't mean to kill him. I didn't mean to kill him. It was an accident.
So Rebecca, I don't understand what do you mean by you didn't mean to kill him? Oh, come on, Rebecca. No more games, no more lies, all right? Just tell me exactly what happened, please.
Come on, the game's up. What?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right. Remember that song? I say, ladies.
Me and my dad were driving back to his house the night that Daniel threatened to kill me and my mom.
Hey.
I told my dad I wasn't comfortable with him having a gun inside the house because I thought he was going to do something stupid and try and kill me or my mom. Kill both of us. So I told my dad that I wanted to go to the house in the morning and check if Daniel was there. And if he wasn't, I wanted to go inside the house and try and find the gun and take it.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, my dad was not okay with that idea, and he told me not to do it. And I told him that I wouldn't do it. I told him I wouldn't go.
Hey.
But you didn't listen to your dad, and you went there anyways.
Yeah. I went back the next morning, kind of early, like I think it was like between 8:30 and 9. I was just checking to see if he was there.
Hey.
And when I checked his car wasn't in the driveway like it usually was. So I thought, okay, this is the perfect opportunity. And I didn't want to be seen on the front security camera. So I went through the back.
Helicopter? Right.
Like I said, I thought he wasn't home, but to my surprise he was. He was passed out on the living room couch.
What's the point in having a camera at the fucking front, but no one at the back? The burglar would just go into the fucking back. Mark Walker thinks the sub. She'll have Scylla glad to hear it, as in the Scylla streams or Scylla herself. Spiral thinks the sub.
There was alcohol everywhere.
Yuck.
But the gun was sitting right there on the coffee table. So I went to grab the gun.
He woke up and there was a struggle.
That's when he woke up. And it happened, everything happened really fast. He got up, he charged at me, he was grabbing me, he was trying to grab the gun. And somehow we just ended up in the bedroom. And we struggled for a few seconds, and the gun went off. And he dropped, and he stopped moving.
Okay, right.
And then you...
Place the gun in the hand.
Right. And I'm assuming that you...
Wiped fingerprints, yeah.
For that, I tried to put things back.
Yeah. Right. Scared. Yeah.
Maybe he had come to try and find...
Oh, wait.
I thought maybe it was my dad, and that maybe he had come to try and find the gun and take it instead of me, but I honestly didn't know who it was. So I left. I left as fast as I could, and I went out through the back door, and that's why the back door was left open. I didn't have time to shut it. I was scared.
Right. Oh, the patio thing, yeah, right.
No, I haven't told anybody.
Okay.
Mistake. I didn't mean.
Right, that's fine.
Well, look, I am I am sorry for every...
Right?
And that means
Got a
that
job.
we do have to take you into custody.
I have to do this. I have to, put you through the old
Now, you
system.
will be able to, explain all of this in court.
And I think you'll get away with it.
I hope that things will actually, go your way. I do. All right, but for now, yeah, I need you to stand up. All right, I need you to stand up.
I'm not a judge.
Okay. I need you to turn around.
I can't just sit here and go, I'm the person you speak to. Do you know what? You seem all right. Fuck it. I'm deciding you're free to go. I'm just some fucking medieval king.
You put your hands directly behind your back, all right? You stay just like that, Rebecca.
You don't need to fucking do that here. What? You just lead her to the fucking cell.
All right, you can sit down.
Mods, massive timeouts, please. 2 weeks minimum. To the people. Hold on, I'll get them. First of all, I'll do a wee ban so I can get them away, and then an unban request, that's when I'll bring in the 2 weeks. Fucking cuffs there.
I didn't mean to do this. I didn't mean to do this. I'm sorry. It was an accident. You have to believe me when I say that.
I know.
It's just I know. I would have done it. It's a system.
Now, I am going to go get some officers, okay? And they will be able to escort you out of here properly, all right? All right.
It's just you're making a crying face, but I'm not seeing any tears. And that's normally a giveaway when somebody's like that. But then there's nothing. Like, why are you putting it on? It's all right to be like this, look. Still might care, but that's just, you've not got a way of showing it your face, you're thinking about it. But to go like that, but nothing's coming out, that's fakery, and it's suspicious.
Well, it looks like we successfully solved this case, huh?
Gotta get a
Good job.
few pints.
All your hard work today really paid off. But wow, if she was telling the truth just now, then what happened to her is pretty screwed up, and sadly something she's going to have to live with for the rest of her life. But again, that's if she was actually telling the truth. Was it self-defense? I have no idea. The only person that knows that for sure is Rebecca herself. But what we do know is that she is the one that pulled the trigger that killed Daniel Murphy. The rest is up to the courts to decide. Again, great job. Thank you.
It will be decided by a jury of her peers.
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
There we go. Right. I want a wee bit. It'd be good if I had a wee thing at the end, saying the jury decided a verdict of not guilty or diminished responsibility, or accidental death, something like that. Or the death penalty. Just so, like, no, you've got to live with your fucking decision. Well, everybody. I enjoyed it, but I couldn't keep watching and just watching and watching and watching. I think games could be a lot short. I think game devs, any devs in, I think your game, wherever you are, whatever game you're making, could be half the length, half as long as what it is, and still get the same amount of money and more enjoyment. How many people just bin games? They just go, that's good, but it's kind of dragged on a wee bit. It's like people like, put all this work in, making all the kind of assets, the models, and I don't know, the art and the idea. I don't want to just like fucking, oh, there you go, the game can get completed in like 3 years. Aye, stay it. Just do it, charge $19.99. That's it. Lion Prime thinks the sub. Just it's a piece of art. Shorter game, maybe less money. And make another fucking one. Real Emma Stone thinks the sub. This is for you. Thank you very much. I will tell Bobby the bad news. Mixie thinks the sub. Everybody, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for subs, the resubs, the bits and the tips. Shodan Shootman, thanks for the 10 gift subs, the top amount of gift subs this week so far. Everybody, mods, thanks to the modding. And everybody, thanks for watching. Have you got exclamation mark Discord? If you go to my Discord, the party keeps on going. It's all happening. There's a section where people from the community all chat with each other in the general chit-chat and chatting about games and shit like that. That's down below in my Discord. Up the top is the Limmy Zone category, and that's your stream chat talking about this and things like that. That's where all the stuff is, up the top bit, where you can chat with me directly. No other people in the community. I know you don't like them. I know you just don't like each other. You're here to see me. Everybody's part of shite. I get it. Well, I'm in the Discord. Alright. Subs only that can post, but don't worry if you're not a sub, then you can at least observe. You're not locked out if you're not a subscriber. It's just for security reasons, so you can still read it all. And there's a new channel, by the way, the wallpaper channel. There's lots of pictures there to put on your phone or your desktop as your wallpaper, and you can download them if you're not a subscriber, because you can observe. Just kind of post, because I don't trust you. Everybody, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for another new game. Another new game. What will it be? Well, you'll have to tune in tomorrow to find out, won't you? Bye, I suppose.